Hey everybody, how are we doing? We seem a little hyped for some reason. Thank you, Favor Royster. I'm probably gonna leave it open for a while. And no, there's no, I'm not making the same mistake twice. I am not setting a date for part 3. You guys are just gonna have to let us get to it when we can. It's definitely happening, but I'm not putting a date on it because, you know, that ended up being really difficult and we missed our deadline for this one by 1 week. So, it will happen. I promise. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Oh, thank you, Ducky. Everybody breathe. We are all still alive. Oh, tomorrow, Echo. Yeah, no, I don't think so. But I have some friends here from the cast who I think would like to come say hi. What do you think? Should I bring them in? Ooh. So many things going on. What was that? What was that? Okay. Oh, that was the super chat. Thank you, Ducky. Oh my gosh, chat is going so fast! Okay. Now, I never promise it's going to be the full cast, and I don't know if some more people might show up later. Who knows? No guarantees. But let's bring in who I do have. Why did my... Oh, there it is. Okay. I thought my music just stopped. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm doing a million things at once here. Oh, wait. Let me switch over to the live screen first. Then we'll do that. Then I'll hit the other button. I really hope this is the right button. Hey, it's the right button. There we go. Echo 100%. Okay, I'm telling them now that they can come out. Okay, I told them they can come down and they're just sitting there. Figures. ... Guys. Hey, there we go. There's an Ed.
We were clearing something up.
Oh, okay.
You know nothing. You all know nothing.
There we go. The gang's all here. So, how are you guys doing after that?
Oh.
I'm sorry, was that too much?
I
think it was perfect.
I didn't know you could make a sound that high pitched.
I'm gonna quote one of my favorite movies. I'm alive.
Oh, shut up!
Oh, come on! Oh, yeah. Rub it in.
That's just brutal, man.
Well,
Too soon, Jesus.
Hey, I'm sorry, but after the first one was like, he's got no name, he's gonna die, and I had to put up with that for the whole thing.
he did,
Oh,
and then
God.
after his one shot, everybody was like, he's gonna die.
Oh God! you raised too many red flags. You're just like, oh no, we're seeing the death flags flying.
Now,
What about red shirts?
oh, yes.
Oh, like that was,
that too. That too.
I was definitely wearing a red shirt
I was
today.
gonna say, yeah, Sharp was definitely wearing a red shirt.
I had the red shirt on, man. I was ready to go.
Is that to make
tried
sure that
my-
the aliens don't see you bleed?
I tried my best so that because you had all that blue. It's like, see, look, I'll cover it up, and hey, there's no body, so you know.
Oh boy. But, you know, We've and Ed, I couldn't have gotten this done without them. We've did the audio mastering and the sound effects, and Ed did all of the art and animation. So this did not happen without the two of them. So you know,
Yeah.
at least we've had something else to do.
Okay, well,
Damn.
yeah. Let's. What's important? Let's just leave out the part where I almost derailed the project with procrastination. So, like, let's give this to Kim and Ed because they're the MVPs.
Well, nobody mentioned that. Don't say anything.
Dude, I just had fancy puppets. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
and let's just not talk about how I had to redo lines because I kept missing them. Apparently.
You still missed one. There was one.
God,
you still
yeah,
missed,
I know.
and I
God
just left
dang
it out. I'm like, never mind. It works without it.
Don't worry, I think I missed the whole line too.
You did.
I swear, I must have been drunk or something when I was recording. I'm just like, okay, I did my lines, and then Kim's like, hey, you need to reduce more. I'm just like, wait, what? Shh.
You're,
Yeah,
very,
talk
you're,
about-
you're very
Ash,
welcome,
talk-
Frosty.
Stuff you're
There-
not supposed to
there's
talk
Dion.
about. And here, you just admit to recording while drunk. These are the professionals that are working on this project.
Listen, there are ways to bring emotions out in an audio, and let's just say that I adopted that one from Pebble. No.
Oh man.
And I do feel a little bit bad, Weeb, that I made you work on vacation, but I suppose that's your own fault for the procrastination.
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't have. We would not have gotten it done by today if you hadn't, though. So thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm poor and can't afford portable workstations.
So, where's that throne? Maybe we can. No, I'm kidding.
No, there's no phone.
They're just $4.99 on Amazon. I saw a portable 5 foot by 5 foot sound booths. So you know.
I think it was the editing
were
station
great.
he needed. Thank you, Tate.
I could probably find something around that price. Not gonna be very good, but
Okay. Oh, hold on. I'm probably getting questions, aren't I?
we might not
yeah,
have
too.
answers.
Yeah, debatable.
Hides 5 different takes and recording under a blanket.
Hey, blanket recording don't knock it. It's actually pretty handy.
That's what
how I did.
That's what I told her.
I literally record next to my water heater and dryer, and sometimes they guest star in my audios. I feel your pain.
I mean, Ed's also very aware. Sometimes my fridge likes to chime in too.
Oh
during
God,
my
your
audio.
fridge.
Really?
Your freaking fridge. Yes. Okay. So
Thank
slightly
you,
unrelated. Ash plays 3 in Unfamiliar Rule, which I'm finishing up the next chapter as we speak, just in case anyone asks. And halfway through Ash's lines for 3, his refrigerator kicked on. And when I say it kicked on, like no amount of sound baffling through Audacity would remove the
A diesel fridge is what you're saying.
yes.
You should,
Yes.
I cut out the line I said right as it turned on, but essentially you could have just heard the audible silence, me stare towards the refrigerator
Oh,
and just
yeah.
go, really?
Yes. Ash is not joking. You could literally, like, I still have it, I think. Just, you could literally hear the pause. You could hear Ash and just, like, slowly die inside from the, like, I could literally hear the mouth, you son of a, then.
It's either that or somebody decided to play Initial D outside my apartment. It's just one of the two all the time. So
For me, it's my water
Running
heater.
through the 90s.
yes, Eurobeat and everything.
I just have the diesel trucks. Like my neighbors, like both of them have like souped
Oh.
up trucks,
God.
and I have a sound booth. Like, and I can still hear the trucks in my
Dang.
booth.
So it's not Initial D, it's motocross.
Yeah, basically, it's like, yeah, boy, I'm going out to get me a deer. It's like
The thing I bought
5
me
in the
this
morning.
a spaceship that turns into a flying mech robot to do it too, because he said the Macross thing. That's all I have in my head now. Is like a Macross plane with like oak tree camo spray painted over the whole thing.
Pretty much it.
It's
Pretty much
legal.
it.
I got me a license for it.
You don't need no license around here, America. Yeah.
Don't make me spit take.
Oh, dang it. We got.
I was about to say like chat's gonna be like redneck collab win.
Win.
Oh, no.
Man, damn, I'm ready to do it, man. Let's get all Red Dead up in here.
Gonna get some country fried comfort up in here.
I don't know what you mean. I can't do a redneck accent or anything. So.
Ain't nothing like it.
It's just dying.
Why are you guys like this?
Because if it were any other way, you wouldn't have nearly as much fun.
I know.
That's why.
Exactly.
You totally expected this bringing us on here. What do you?
100%. 100%. So, and some of you have never met before, right? A lot of you are meeting
I
Dave for the
believe
first
so.
time.
Yes, there's
and
at least
Kingsley
two people.
for the first time. Yeah, our new cast members, duh.
This is the first. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the chaos. We're so sorry.
Wait, who are you? Where am I?
Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. Just
Oh, it's fine. Just get the probe ready.
Bad date.
We're going beyond the fifth dimension, the deepest, darkest corner of the imagination, in the
Todd
twilight
Sterling,
zone.
you shut up.
not this.
I'm ready.
No.
I don't know if we're going into X-Files now or if we're going into... Well, I'm blanking on that old TV show now.
Let me paraphrase Warcraft. I am not prepared.
Ooh, ding-a-ling. Is that a new follower or somebody? Oh, no donation. Oh my god. Eniko Gaspar, thank you so much for... I do not know what currency that is. They just gave us 1,000 of something. HUF?
Yes, Twilight Zone. Thank you, Bird. Thank you, Melinda. Yeah, I was thinking the Futurama version, which is the scary door.
What? Well, I said Rod Serling.
Sorry, I think I watched one episode of the Twilight Zone and went to the Disney park ride, and that was about it.
Yeah, I think I'm the same, Ash, actually. I've seen one episode, and actually, you're ahead of me because I haven't done the Tower of Terror because I don't do drop rides.
I don't even know if it's still in operation anymore. It's such an old ride now.
Yeah, no, it is. The one in
Oh, wow.
California has been refurbished with Guardians of the Galaxy, and I don't know if they're going to do the same to the one in Disney World. And thank you for the donation, Ro.
Gotcha.
Oh, Melinda or somebody, can you put my Streamlabs link in? Not necessary for you guys to donate to the stream, but if you do it, if you could do it through Streamlabs, that would be great. Because YouTube takes a bigger cut than Streamlabs does, just so you know. But
Do it. It scares the heck out of him.
That currency would be Hungarian forint.
What?
Nice.
And
So actually, shout out to my brethren in Hungary. Woo!
Oh my goodness, we are getting a lot of questions. Should we start tackling some of them?
Just as a disclaimer, the quality of your answer may vary.
And if I answer, I'm just making it up.
I think that's gotta be most of us.
You remember in Labyrinth there was the door knocker that always lied and the one that told the truth?
Yeah.
Guess which one Dade's gonna be.
You gave it away. Now it's too easy.
It's just
No,
like
unless-
those trends
Unless
where it's
Dade,
like
I'm the one that's always lying.
Oh, right.
Oh,
That's
God.
true.
it's just like that trend of like, no, what is whatever, bad answers only or whatever. It's like, what's the best thing to put on ice cream? Terrible answers only. Fried chicken. What?
Oh, that's good, though. Ice cream and fried chicken? Damn.
I should not. I forgot. I've got the mustard dealer in this thing. I should really be trying to. I should not be doing anything food related.
That would all depend upon the ice cream because I mean, like bacon jalapeno cheddar cheese ice cream exists. So
So does mustard ice cream.
yes, exactly.
It's delicious.
Although that's like more like a sherbet.
Thinking back, no, I should have asked a different question.
Where Ash is like, no, there's two of them.
Freaking, I'm having regrets asking that question now. Take Navid.
Oh god. Oh, I forgot to actually send this message in the chat. There we go. Okay. So, shall I just dive into questions?
Yes,
Head
here's a
first.
board.
Just don't hit the. Yeah.
Oh my god, Duck Mom! Thank you so much. Duck Mom just donated $25. Thank you.
You rule.
You're the quackiest.
Not to be confused with Ducky. We have a Ducky and we have a Duck Mom. They're not
I like
related.
the fluff of your feathers.
Oh, that.
Data, swear to God. Okay.
I'm glad I wasn't drinking water.
I'm like, wait a minute, why am I not drinking? I should be drinking.
I thought
Because
you
as soon
said
as
someone's gonna make you a drink.
Well, I haven't asked him yet.
Oh, okay.
He's playing
Kim
Overwatch
is-
right now.
Kim is literally at the stage of like, you guys are driving me to drink.
All right, here we go. Question number 1 from Lauren. This might be hard for you guys to answer, but you can give it a go. What is your favorite part of the audio?
12.
The lack of hesitation.
Anyone else? I feel like I'm going to be saying the phrase, any sensible answers, a lot.
Ball bags.
You had to bring it up, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
Look, okay, so the Scott called me a scrote, and I'm a little bit sensitive, but it's okay because I call him bagpipe. But
go ahead.
To answer the question, one of my favorite, and I'm sad because Langley's not here, and you can remember this, is that while I was animating this, I got stuck with I was having a number of problems where characters were zooming off into their own thing. Like I had Derek being a flying head for a while, and I don't know why, but I had to keep redoing the scene where I am introduced, or reintroduced, I should say, and there's a line where Langley says, "Why?" And he says, the way he says it, and I'm stuck hearing it over and over and over, it sounds like Emerson has been here for 60 seconds and I'm done with him.
That kind of sounds like Kim every time we hop into the stream. What do you mean?
Yes, exactly, yes.
Pretty much, but I love it. Kingsley or Weave, you guys have a favorite part?
12. 13. No.
I thought for sure Weeb was just gonna snap into Giorgiano Giovanni, whatever his name is again.
Who knows you? Don't know you.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
It's an entirely different show.
No, it's funny. I think for me, my favorite scene is probably everyone in the chat's least favorite, and that is the entire elevator debacle. Because part of it could be forget acting the character. That scene kicked my ass to edit. It was just so much going on, but it was so good. It was so good. I wanted to just make it the best it could be, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out and the emotions and everything. So it's a great scene. And Kim, you shouldn't feel bad. Don't ignore the flames. You wrote what you had to. It's done. It was good.
I can make not that we don't love Will, but I can surprise people by saying I was originally going to kill someone else. Thank you, Ducky, for the donation. I don't know if I was just saying this to Ash and Ed as we were listening. Did I say it to any of the rest of you?
I don't think so.
I think if anything, you mentioned it months back.
Okay. Yeah, originally I was going to kill Derek. And I decided that actually might be too intense. So I kind of went back and forth, and because it just didn't seem realistic to me that all of them would survive a second time. That's a big load of people. So I'm like, I feel like for realism, I have to kill at least one of you.
And I would like to point out that it was Kim saying that inspired me to make the one shot. Because I was like, if it could be me, but it would be great as a smokescreen if it wasn't. So
it was pretty entertaining also to just see every time that we were messing with Kim in the chat, she'd be like, just keep it up, guys, I've got chances to kill other people, and we're just like
That's right.
I was brought on just to die. It feels good.
Your part was written specifically for you, Dade.
I know. I know. Kim was like, hey, I'm gonna need you to come die in a script. And I was like, oh, okay.
And you said yes!
I was like, oh, hell yeah, bring it on.
So
Kim's like, I want to see you die.
Yeah, pretty much. That was like,
and Dave's like, sure thing.
Sounds great. I'm into that.
I mean, I knew you'd be you're down for literally anything, so.
Dave just turns into Skeletor. Joke's on you!
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
Okay, so to answer the actual question of what my favorite part is, and also, but side note there, yes, scene 3, the elevator scene, kicked all of our asses. It was extremely difficult on all levels of editing and I imagine acting. Anyway, right, the answer to the question. So my favorite part is actually, it is, sorry, I tend to think in scene numbers. It's when Jim says that they're not trading her. Which is funny, because Jim actually had my favorite part last time, too. But that, like, the music just stops, and he goes, well, fuck that shit, we're not trading you for anything. And then that scene that follows, where we get to really see Jim develop a bit more as a character, where he's, like, gets a little fiery, and is like, we are not doing this is nuts. So, that was my favorite.
I can't wait to see if he actually gets into something that flies, and we actually get to see him be a badass.
Wait, what? What am I
Because you're
doing
a
now?
pilot.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
I mean, we don't know who's going on the spaceship.
Yeah,
But
exactly. Because I could be. That's right. That's all up to the votes. But
Yep. Well,
Which,
okay,
speaking of which, if you haven't gotten your vote in, you should probably do it. No.
well, it's open for a good long while. But what was I going to say?
sure.
I do get final say. Just saying. I will take your votes into account. I don't think it's going to be a problem. There's just like one combination of 3 guys that I can think of where what I have in mind for part 3 I don't think would quite work. So I do get final
And
say.
who made you
but-
the president?
But please vote. I can look quickly at what it is right now. Yeah, that's what I expected. Right now,
Uh-oh.
Jack is number 1, and Brian and Jim are almost tied for 2nd. So there you go.
Damn.
gasp in Southern.
What?
I said gasp in Southern.
Yeah.
Why isn't Emerson on the form? Because he's got kids.
Yeah, the president said no.
Yeah, the president said no. She was like,
Okay,
absolutely no way.
But everybody
can't
else
be
is on
the
the chopping
only-
block.
I can't be the only person who saw people start the hashtag Kimmerson.
Oh,
Oh,
you
yep,
should have,
yep.
like, Ash and Ed can tell you because, and Kingsley a little bit too, my reaction during that, I was like, oh my god, my characters are being shipped and getting ship names. This is one of the happiest days of my life. For the record, ship anybody and everybody in the cast that you want. I do not care. They are all valid. Ship everyone with everyone. Okay? Ship
Especially-
and let ship.
Especially
And I will
And-
and let me
In
say
an
this
elevator.
though. I am not with the listener, I am not going to make any one ship canon. So just putting that out there because I want to leave it open for you guys. And also fucking love triangles are boring. Polyamory is the answer.
This ship has no cannons. Ah, shoot.
It's not a pirate's life for me anymore. There's no cannons on the ship.
Well, so much for my hopes of listener alien ship.
I don't know. You know what?
What would that be? A listener? What?
Sharp Evader. Oh, that was you that put that. Of course it was.
Sharp
Woof.
Ouch.
All right, so you can see that we're probably not going to get to all of these questions because you see how long it takes us to get through just one. But luckily for us, the second one was very similar, so I'm going to skip that. Okay, Jorda Austin asks, can we do a cool die and come back to life scene? Maybe? I don't know. Part 3 is not written yet.
Will it happen?
Will part 3 happen? Yeah.
Oh, she missed the punch.
Oh, hey, that. Yeah.
Oh, that was-
Oh, you know what? You know, okay, you know what? That's not funny. I'm kidding, that's very funny. I like, though, how quickly you answer that. It's just like, will part 3 happen? Yes. Remember how hard it was for us to get you to commit to part 2?
Yeah, but I had, like, what I thought was just going to be part 2, and then I started writing that, and then it hit 100,000 words, and I went, I'm not even halfway through what I wanted to write. Shit. This is going to be 3 parts. So, that's what happened. I guess I can just say that right here. No, Will is not coming back. Both Will and Sharp are actually dead. Sorry. But
We dropped an elevator on them. I should hope so.
yeah, well, I
It
mean,
felt good.
they fell on top of the elevator. They probably got aliens dropped on them.
Well, strictly speaking, Will fell on top of the elevator and then dropped the elevator on top of Sharp. So I don't know if that was some hidden vendetta, but
I feel
That-
like
What the
there's
heck
something
kind
there.
of weird
was
sound?
that like
That's
poetic
sharp-
irony or something?
that sharp evader ship just got sandwiched real hard.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
They
that's
got
what we're
real
saying.
close, real quick.
Oh my god.
Flew too close to the sun. That did.
Will Sharp evader. I'm just saying.
Oh my god. What have I
You
done?
did say polyamory was the answer.
I
Just
did.
I didn't think
I
that
did.
way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're all
Oh,
about
I lo-
bringing people together through molten metal.
I mean, I guess that's how you make it permanent, right?
Hey, look, I'm just gonna say smash. Okay.
Oh, Bird! Bird says Sharp is now flat.
Oh, that's amazing.
Bird. All right, I love the way this question is worded. From Daniela asks, "What was your favorite part about filming the series?" Love you guys. I love that you said filming. That so many people are kind of like feeling like this had the feel of a movie because that's what I wanted. Of course, actually, there is a bit of filming because I was tearing my hair out for the bit where the listener runs and tries to jump to get to Team 2. And I just could not find royalty-free stock footage that I wanted. I wanted, like, bare feet running and ideally jumping, but I could not find it anywhere. At what time of night was that? I don't even remember. It was, like, super late at
God,
night.
I don't know. I was definitely like I was laying down. And,
Yeah.
keep in mind, like the stress level for us making certain we got to this deadline was so high that I take messages from Kim at like any hour of the day about questions because like
I tried
like,
not
how
to
many
message
times-
you after 11.
it's fine. I don't care. I mean I don't do much other than this right now anyway, so it didn't matter. But like I don't remember the number of times where like I don't know how this thing in Filmora works, and I'm like I'm sleepy.
Yes. He did help me a lot with that. But anyway,
But yeah, go ahead.
So I actually did film myself running in my house. That is what that shot is.
Oh my
'Cause
god,
I-
Kim showed us her feet.
I did. They
No.
look horrible.
I no, see, I don't know why you admitted that. We should have said like it was a random person because somebody's
Who
you're gonna have somebody like
yeah, no.
you're like
That's gonna get
feet.
weird.
No,
Yeah, all right.
I
That's gonna
mean,
get weird.
it's gonna no. Listen, I distorted that shot so much that if somebody decides to get interested in that from that shot, they have a lot more issues.
I mean, fair.
But yes, that in the end, that was the only thing I could do because I wanted something there. Since we had all these visuals going on, it just felt weird to maybe like cut to black. So ultimately, that's what I decided on. Okay, fine, yeah, whatever.
Keep in mind before Kim made that noble sacrifice for the good of the filming, all I tried to do was make it look as close to the old like 90s, early 2000s visual novels where it's just kind of zooming in a little bit. And Kim kind of like elevated that after I was done. Because everything went through like in terms of filming, everything went through me first. And then, of course, because Kim has final say, she watched it and said, I don't like this, I like that, I want to have this, I want to have that. Or not to mention the number of ridiculous times I had people, like, not showing up when they're being on cue, and, yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I guess there was a little bit of filming that did happen there because I couldn't make anything else work, so that's what I did. So I guess we will just answer this question as, what was your favorite part about making the series? Anybody want to answer that?
Well,
Oh, I thought someone was going to say something. What?
Yeah.
I was laughing at Dave, but my favorite part of making was honestly it was drawing all the profile pictures. But at the same time, it's also like one of the things that aggravates me because I wanted to do so much more, and of course because my health declined, I couldn't do that. But There was such a great feeling of taking JT's profile picture and drawing it into to look to try to make certain that Linus looked a little bit like JT, that Jack looked like Jack, and so on and so forth. They're taking colors off of Weeb Trash's icon to make certain that Will had the same skin and hair. Things like that they're so hilarious for me to do, because I love the tie-in part. But yeah, that's definitely making the assets was really my favorite part, and especially because a lot of Emerson came out from drawing that picture, and Kim's reaction to seeing Emerson as a character, or seeing even when I made, because the first the President Carter that you see is not the one that I drew initially. I actually had to go back and do it again. But I had a blast with that.
That's awesome. I'm glad you did, and it was certainly worth it. And I'm just going to throw out below, on my channel, you should be able to see, you can also buy Aliens merch that has all of Ed's amazing art on it. There are mugs and cups. So that is available as well. Because I know somebody... Oh, it was Weeb. You were like, wait, we have merch?
Yes. I really want to get one of the character mugs.
I don't think I have ones
My
for individual
7-year-old.
characters yet. Sorry, go ahead, Kingsley.
It's okay. My 7-year-old freaked out about you and the mugs too. He's like, "Rescue from Aliens has merch, Mom!" It was awesome.
So yeah, all right. Let's see. Anybody else want to answer that? What was your favorite part about making this?
Uh,
Okay, you
pass.
I mean, I was just glad that I was able to help it get made, because I really wanted more.
Read.
What?
I said agreed. I agree.
Oh.
I agree with
Oh,
what-
the ag part got
The
cut
all
off.
got cut off, so we're all like, read?
Yeah, all we heard was read.
Right. We're like, what?
Read.
It's greed. He's like, by the way, did you know I'm going to start more merch lines?
Oh God.
No, this is a joke.
What was my favorite part about making it? That's actually really tough. Picking the music is really big for me, because I will spend a lot of time on it, finding exactly the perfect track. And I'm really happy with all the choices I made. And I will find, I know I posted on Twitter, almost the entire soundtrack except for one song. I made a playlist of it on Epidemic Sound, and you can go to listen to that whenever you like. But other than that, what is my favorite part? This right here that we're doing right now. This is my favorite part. Seeing you
Just slowly dying, hearing us mess with him the whole entire time in the stream. Yeah, that sounds about right.
watching their reactions, hanging out with you guys goofing off, this is my favorite part. Anybody else
I love it
before we
when a
move
plan
on?
comes together.
Oh,
I
and
screaming as I fell down the elevator.
you did it
I was
so
recording
well!
that.
I wanted outtakes from you, Dave, of being like mustard and.
I'll go back to the audio file and see. Send you all my screams, because I think I did 30 to 40 takes or something. I did a lot.
There was one that I
What?
accidentally forgot to cut out in my original audio that I sent to Kim that apparently she put up. Just I think it was just a car going by and I hear it in the distance and you just hear me silently go, "Motherfucker."
Ashen, there was a line that you had during the gunfight that had Kim and I just scratching our heads over for a minute.
No,
'cause-
I just didn't remember. Once I went back and listened to it, I did remember. But you couldn't figure
Okay.
out what he had said.
Yeah, so while I was animating the gunfight, I thought you were talking about your gun had jammed.
Oh,
And I was like, at first I was like, he's just being silly. Then I got to think about it. I was like, well, Jim's a pilot. He wouldn't normally have a handgun. Maybe he's confused. That's really good thinking. I don't know why Ashen's so smart with stuff like that.
you're giving a lot more brain cells to my thinking than I normally do in the booth. So
But then
The
I just
line
had to
was
skip it.
actually go down already.
down already, yes. And I thought he had said what out already.
I mean,
Oh,
if I was panicking and just pulling the trigger like crazy, that's possible.
Yeah, right. That's so, I don't feel bad being wrong. Like I just pondered that for a while. I'm like, man, that was really smart.
okay. I'm not sure about this question from Zenith Blade. Says, oh, maybe this is for you, Ed. Whose character took the longest and which character took the shortest?
Oh, to draw?
I mean, that's my best guess, because, for me, they all...
President Carter definitely took the longest. And that's unfairly due to the fact, again, because I drew one version, and you didn't like that, and then you gave me some references to go off of, and then I came back and you liked that one. And I'm always scared of drawing women. The easiest has to be Will.
Really? I thought you were going to... Anyway, go ahead.
No. Well, I deeply enjoyed drawing Alex first because again, Langley always had that sass to the character, and I don't know if that's just for him or if that's just how he wanted to play the character. But so that was awful fun to draw, and a lot of the characters, because of how they were acted in the first one, kind of conducted like Brian. I drew really early, and I had a whole bunch of references, so he was super easy. But not exactly fun because Siren's son as a character, I know that a lot of his fans draw him a certain way, and I wanted to capture that, so that was difficult. But yeah, I want to say Will was the easiest. I kind of just from how Will delivered or how we've delivered some of Will's lines, I just already had this idea in my head of exactly what he would look like.
And did that, resonate for you, Weeb?
Oh yeah, when I first saw the character drawing, I was like, wow, that I don't deserve this. This is a high honor. Thank you, sir.
No problem. It's just as much an honor to draw you guys. I mean, that's how I got into this community, was drawing was doing fan art.
So. Oh, I didn't know that.
Huh.
Janica has a question that actually is answered in the credits, which is who did the voice to the aliens, and that would be Ed.
That was me.
Yes.
A lot of people guessed that it was Sam, but it was not. Luna wants to... Oh, nope, same thing. Favorite part, favorite line. Well, I guess we didn't do favorite line specifically. Do you guys have a favorite line that either you said or someone else said?
Favorite line I said was... Really?
That one, I really enjoyed that one. Yeah, you deliver that perfectly. It's they're gonna blow up the building. Really?
And I was joking with Kim while it was going on. I was like, how much do I neuter this character just to make certain it sounds as funny as possible? This is I mean, I was ready to go, but I didn't want to go that way.
I would think my, yeah, probably my favorite line to say was you guys had one job. That was my favorite line to say. I think I kind of mentioned that, probably Jim's line again was, one of my favorite lines, but I know there's one more, so I'll have to marinate on that some more. Anybody else have a favorite line that you said or someone else said?
I think I do have one, and it's actually Jack's line right after the elevator scene and everything, where he's just essentially trying to keep himself composed and everything. And so when Jim goes Jack, and he just goes, "Don't."
Yes. You guys did that so well. Yeah, Ash, the little stutter that you added, I didn't even put that in. And you just, you did it so perfectly. And then C just gave that real hard don't. It was perfect.
And that don't was difficult to animate because it was there and gone so quick. I was trying to keep certain that every time a character goes on screen or off screen, it takes 6 frames for it to happen. And then don't was 6 frames all by itself. So I'm oh, see, why did you take so little time on that?
It didn't mean you couldn't leave him there a little longer.
I think that's what I ended up doing.
Yeah.
I think actually I let him come in a little early, and I let
Yeah.
him leave slightly late, and it looks okay.
Yeah, no, it looked great. Once you you did try to take Jim off early, which is what I had to correct and be like, wait, Ed, no, put Jim back.
Trying to give me the side cane already? Just like, hell, I'm not done yet.
No, I was channeling the Jim the Jim shipping fandom. It was like, he's mine.
Oh God. Hell.
Anyone else a favorite line?
I think my favorite line to deliver was Will's last line because I put everything I had in the moment
And you can
into
hear
it. For which I'm so happy. Like when I did, I think just 2 takes of that because I'm lazy.
Yeah, it was 2.
I wholly admit that I lovingly keep the outtake you did of that.
Oh, okay.
Oh
laugh.
yeah. He did the yell, and then at the end he just started like hacking. And then what did you say?
Like, I need more water when I do
Yeah.
this or something.
I wonder if I must still have that somewhere. I should I should keep a hold of that.
I think I put it in the server, didn't I?
Yeah, I think it is in the server.
Sweet.
Did
But
you
if
really?
you don't, I will go dig it back up.
Sweet.
Just for the walls, you should like animate that and have it happen, and then just like as it's going down, you just hear again slowly fainter, just hear the hacking, just like I need more water.
And then as for favorite,
I'm
I
sorry.
was just gonna say other favorite lines, all of Derek's.
My
Yeah,
favorite
everybody-
line of Derek's this time around is when Alex says, "Is the building going to hold?" And he just goes, "Well, there's not a lot we can do if it doesn't, is there?" That's my favorite one.
Oh, that does remind me of one at the very end where Jack is just like Derek's like,
Oh.
"Are you fucking volunteering me?"
Yeah. Yes, that's a good one too. Because I could just, I would have loved to have drawn him laying down on the ground, like holding up his gun like a shillelagh at that point. He's like, I'm gonna hit you. It's like, if it didn't hurt all over to be mad at you.
Okay. Anybody else on that question before I go looking for more?
I had a favorite line. There was a moment where my kids were upstairs above the office where I was recording, and I just heard pop, 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 and there's a child above my head, and I just breathed in deeply and then went on with the line, and it was perfect because it was the line unacceptable.
Yes. Mom vibes for the win. Anybody else? All good?
Ball bags.
Unsurprising. Moving on.
Well,
somebody had to say
a
it,
couple
I'm
people have made note, and I'll just say this as opposed to trying to type it all out. They noticed that Emerson called Derek bagpipes. That was actually part of something else, which
Regrettably
I
got
won't
cut.
talk more than. Yes, it got cut. But as we were building Emerson into more of a character that liked to have a name and lines and stuff, I had the idea that like a lot of people in first responders have at least where I'm from, have a habit of calling people by nicknames in dangerous situations as opposed to their actual names. So I thought Emerson should probably do that, which is why you guys didn't seem to notice that he calls Alex Doc and not Alex. And so he calls Derek bagpipes. But the other names, he actually has a name for everybody, but all the other ones I'm going to keep tight-lipped in case we want to use that later.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
You already know yours.
Yeah.
I don't think Sharp has one, though, right? Because Emerson never met him.
Yeah, Emerson never met him, so Sharp got none. Will didn't know what his was, although Will probably would have punched Emerson for his.
Oh, people
He
are
would've
saying they did notice that.
He would have called you mustard.
He called the elevator.
He called you elevator.
God.
He would have called you shaft.
Oh,
Okay, we got 2 questions kind of back to back of how long will it take for the next audio to come out? I don't know.
We're gonna take the old Blizzard stance on that. It will be ready when it's ready.
Yes. And it will, I mean, this was worth the wait, right? So, yeah. I don't know. I'm not setting a date so that I don't like paint us into a corner again because that was not fun. So it will be worked on. It should be, honestly, I will just say it should be, okay, no, I'm not going to say should. I'm going to take that right out of there. Hopefully the process will go more smoothly and quickly this time because honestly, last year when I was trying to write it, I was still grieving. So that's why it took a really long time for me to finish writing it.
I didn't help anything with that.
Yes,
I'm
and
like,
and
that's
then
right.
Ed getting ill certainly didn't help. I was like a third of the way into it when that happened, and then I just stopped because I didn't know what to do. So yeah, there was a lot that happened that made getting it done in a more timely manner very difficult. So we thank you guys for waiting, and we will thank you again to wait for part 3. All right. Kind of answered that already. Oh right. Oh okay. Kaylin B, I think is trying to ask. Wait, I'm doing. Small college. How do I start? I'm sorry. You're gonna have to send that question in again, Kaylin B. I'm not quite getting what you're saying there. How long did this take all of you? I mean, the whole process was over a year. It took me months to write the script. It took about 2 or 3 months to get all the lines in, and then Weeb and Ed, how long did it take us to edit this beast? 2 months, 3 months?
Yeah, I want to say it took at least 2 months at the shortest. I mean, once we had everything, quote unquote everything, like my end came pretty quick, but that's by the time it got to me, you guys had already done like all of the heavy lifting. Like, I mean, like again, I call them fancy puppets, but animating them, I do so because animating them wasn't really difficult as it was tedious. And I hate to use that word because that makes it sound like it was a chore, and it wasn't. I loved doing it, but it's like every time you see one of those characters go on screen, I had to go grab that specific asset, put it on the screen, put it where it belonged, then told Filmora to like animate it the way I want to, then go back and notice that Filmora had decided that that's not what it was going to do. Like, go tell Derek to stop being a Doulahan and bring his head back here. And
it's Filmora, more like Filmore.
Yes, yes, you are not wrong, Ash.
You know, it's funny. I feel like when Agent Turner is like, situation update, and Linus just goes, I feel like that was me, like, editing, and Kim was like, so how's it going?
Also, JT did that line so perfectly. He said so much in that one single syllable. It was perfect.
Oh, he did. It was beautiful.
It was so good. And what is that line? I don't know if you guys know this. There are no small parts, only small actors. Is that what the quote is?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So just remember that if you're in a collab or any other kind of production like that, it's true. There are no small parts. Just make the most of what you are given. And the best example I can give of that is that when I was in college, we did a scene from excuse me, sorry, A Doll's House, and this guy didn't even have any lines. He was just like carrying in a Christmas tree, and he was like miming most of it because this was just an exercise in class, and like he just sold the shit out of it to the point where like the other students like started giggling because he was doing it so realistically, like totally stole the scene for a minute, like with absolutely no lines. So remember that, those of you who are in the creative arts and stuff.
And again, I'm also reminded, because of that, I'm always reminded of the story by Harrison Ford that he said when he got a small part as a bellboy, and the director berated him about, he's like, when I see this big name actor, I see that big name actor, and when I see you, I just see a bellboy. And his response was, well, that's funny. You hired me to be a bellboy. Right. And you know, obviously Harrison Ford went on to do ginormous things. So play the shit out of it, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, we do have the meme of Siren being like, he could play any role. We could have him be a freaking car, and he will nail that. He will nail that role.
It was computer, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was always like, yeah. He Ed would just have him act being a computer, and he will nail it.
Yes. I said that was in the live, and I also said that for Emerson for an Emerson one shot, Siren would be the siren on the truck.
That's right. Yeah.
Yell really loud, man. We went into Patrick and went wee woo wee. Moonflower. I didn't. That's just kind of it. I actually improv'd the one shot. Once I had and that was around the same time that I drew him, and we actually I kind of actually had an idea of what he was gonna be like. So I just caught your question. Sorry.
That's all good.
Oh, Dade, you gotta hop off.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah, I gotta jump out of here, guys.
Thank you
All
for
right.
being here, Dade, and thanks for your help.
Take care, Dade.
Thank you.
Later, Mr. Mustard Man.
I got an elevator to catch, so I'll catch you guys later.
Oh,
Quite literally catch it. Best of luck to you.
Oh my god.
for you to catch it, or for it to catch you.
Wait, it's gonna end up the same. You guys have a great night, though. Thanks for having me.
Take care, Dade.
Later.
We all know he's playing hard to get with the elevator. No.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he caught the elevator.
Oh, god. You guys are the worst. I'm like, that's as bad as I don't want to go on Doctor Who. Jeez.
To be fair, worst goes great with mustard.
Ugh. Why do you cause me pain?
Because
It's
you
what
keep
I-
inviting us back, and
I
you still
know.
haven't learned.
I know.
It's what I do.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let me... Oh my gosh, we have so many questions. Let me pick a few more, and then maybe we could try playing a game or something?
sure.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, now I'm scared.
As you should be.
Not this again. No. No.
It is this time of the night.
We're not even playing Trivia Murder Party yet.
That actually... Did you see that? That actually gave me a chill. Okay,
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Zari wants to know, my question is, us plus whoever we choose to go with them, will they torture us or just keep us around as a trophy? You're gonna have to wait till part 3 to find out. Why did the aliens modify us to
See
communicate?
previous answer?
What?
Sorry, I was going to say see previous answer.
Well, I mean, mostly yes. See previous answer, but why did they do it? To be able to communicate with humans. That's why. What
All
was...
this from just installing a translator. Dang.
Sorry, that was from Brian Martin. Zoe Sullivan wants to know, what was the hardest part for you to record? What hit you hard emotionally? Because that audio hit me so hard, I cried. I loved it. Thank you so much for making it. Actually, for me, any of the grunting and groaning sounds, climbing or when she's climbing or being in pain or whatever, that stuff is the hardest for me. It's just hard, sitting in the booth and then being okay, now act like this is happening. That's the hardest for me. What about you guys?
For me, it was, believe it or not, if you listen very closely to the alien's lines, you can hear that he's actually speaking its native tongue underneath it. And I actually went through all of the alien's lines, which Kim obviously gave to me in English, and then translated them into a gibberish language and spoke in the gibberish language first. So doing all the aliens lines on top of speaking with this weird breathy voice where I'm breathing in to make sounds instead of breathing out, on top of all that, I had to speak in a different language. And just so that you know, if Kim had used a certain letter in any of the lines, you would have heard a madonk.
We missed a madonk?
Yes.
No!
Yep.
What a
Yep.
what a freaking missed opportunity.
If Kim had used a certain letter, like
And you're not going to
so
tell
that-
me what it is, are you?
No, I'm not. If you'd use it, so like just to keep up with it too, to be consistent, I have the list of all so I can translate any of the lines, so it will be consistent. So any future lines of the alien, there is a random chance that you'll be like Kipu Vado Badunk.
So essentially, if it happens, we have rolled an in real life D20, and it
Yes.
rolled natural 20.
Yes.
That's a 20.
Natural 20 or natural
I
1.
was going to say, I think it's a nat 1. Anybody else want to weigh in on what was difficult for you to record? Maybe besides background noises.
But I think I'd probably say at first the hardest part was probably when Jim actually has to get mad, because usually I don't have to do that in most audios. So the fact that I had to be like, I gotta get angry now. Man.
Yep. I like making actors stretch. And I pushed you deliberately. I'm like, you can go here. I know you can.
Kevin's making me do vocal yoga.
Yep.
Now we're doing C# cat pose.
Is that a thing?
No, I don't think so.
Weave, was the yelling and screaming the hardest for you?
I mean, on a physical level, I suppose it was, and that was mostly from lack of my own hydration. I think like the hardest thing to do in terms of like expression was kind of finding a balance when like in moments of calm, like near the beginning, because it's like Will should still sound, I think, like serious and be a somewhat intense person, but have composure. Like he is kind of a, he's a leader, he's, I believe, the leader of Alpha Team. Kim, do we have a lore book?
No.
So I just kind of wanted to find that balance between like, yes, he has a commanding and intense presence, but also capable of being calm and collected. So I wanted to make sure that was tight.
Yeah, no, it was good. Kingsley, or any that were difficult for you?
Yes.
I wonder which line.
You tried to make me mean.
Kingsley, I made you mean for Amulet series. You do mean just fine.
That was a vampire. She was.
Yes,
That's who she
she's not-
was.
Exactly, and you did just fine. You can be mean. You can do it.
Okay.
But yes,
You do mean well. What?
I did want Turner to be mean. Definitely. Okay. Oh, sorry, I keep losing my place in the questions. Okay, that was that question. I think this is a nice, easy one. Do you guys have a favorite character?
Eric.
I feel like
100%.
That cut out for a second. I thought you said Eric. I was like, who's Eric?
Like,
Eric. Yes, Eric. That was the name of the alien. Eric the alien.
The brutal intonations, Eric the alien. Sorry, broken to Ray Stevens there.
I would have to agree. Derek is actually, probably my favorite character.
I'm pretty sure we had this question last time, and I think pretty much everybody answered Derek except for me. But maybe Kingsley has a different answer.
You can't choose.
I'm in the. You know what, Kingsley? That's okay because I'm almost in the same boat. After drawing them and animating them, you're kind of asking me to pick a favorite child now.
I mostly don't have a favorite. Emerson jumped up a bit for me in part 2. Somebody was asking me just before, or in the stream chat, well before it started. And then, other than that, I think Jack and Jim. And also, bouncing off of that, Heidi makes an excellent point. Can we give a quick shout out to Cardlin and Sam for taking over existing characters? It's hard to do, especially when you're facing lines like a fucking Muppet from the first actor. But yes, it was amazing of C and Sam to step in and help us out. And they both did an amazing job. And little fun fact, now of course this might have partially been him not listening to directions, but also just speaks to how amazing he is. Sam did his whole thing in one take.
What?
Yep,
Of course he did.
of course he did. He's amazing. There's basically
what?
nothing I would have him redo.
As a character, Derek's got to feel like the world's most comfortable kilt. So,
Wait, excuse me? I don't
Like,
know what you mean by that.
I mean, as in, like, that character sounds like so much fun to play that, like, I can fathom. Like, I mean, obviously, Sam Ray is an amazing voice actor, and I'm not trying to take anything away from him. And just as you're a great writer, but the character of Derek is so fun that I think playing that character, like taking on that role, would kind of give a VA the opportunity to just kind of chew the scenery and just really go for it, and doing everything in a single take just seems really fathomable. So I hope that makes it sound better than. But yes, like, the world's most comfortable kilt. Like,
It's well ventilated. It's wait.
Oh my God, that question
okay,
was from Moon.
I wasn't
so thank
going
you for
there.
that. And thank you, Heidi, for that reminder. Yeah, they did an amazing job, and it was very it was very generous of them to offer their time and talent. So yeah, this couldn't have happened without them as well. And yeah, they're both awesome. Okay. I just wanted to say this is also from Moon Ash.
Huh?
Not a question, but I will do anything and everything for Jim.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure he would probably do the same.
Aw.
Not to a reasonable degree, but
Um,
I'm probably gonna get killed next, aren't I? No.
I'm saying nothing. Frosty Illyria asks, so, like, are we a magical girl now? Because, we can shoot power beams from our hands. That was cool. I guess you could kind of look at it that way. I mean, I look at it from the sci-fi angle. So.
I was about to say, let's not start trying to put some, like, magical girl transformation sequence SFX into this thing. That's just gonna throw off the whole entire mood of the...
Ed's gonna tear his hair out if we do that.
I already locked on my hair before. I don't want it again.
Maria asks, hey Kim, I absolutely love your videos and this part 2 is amazing. So my question is, do you think you'll do more bigger projects like this in the future? This cuts off. Okay, because I would love to see more videos like this. I will keep doing KC Audio Presents Productions. So that is where I am probably not the center role, though certainly in Two Spies, One Witness I kind of was. Basically, what KC Audio presents is when I'm writing what I want to hear. And famously, Aliens 1 was me writing the most self-indulgent possible thing I could. And I will have to go back and find where in the comments it is, because there was a comment that gave me the idea for the sequel. Because I didn't have any ideas. I was like, nope, it's done, we're done. And then I saw one where I was like, oh, wait a minute. And I'll have to see if I can go back and find it, because I can't even remember exactly how it was worded. But yes, I already have another 2 KC Audio productions lined up, one of which will be co-starring Weeb here. I'm waiting to see if he's completely forgotten about this.
I think he's buffering mentally.
That does.
You're correct about mental buffering. I think I know what you're talking about. It just took my brain a minute to retrieve it.
Which reminds me, and I'm going to leave it as ambiguous as possible.
Oh,
I
right.
do have something. I do have
Yes.
something for you that needs to get to you to take a look at.
Okay.
I'll leave it there.
Ooh.
Okay, I don't remember what that was for. And wait. I'm like, Ed, you're the other person in that, aren't you? I'm like, That happened, right? Sorry, everything's a little blurry. It's like my brain has been aliens and nothing but aliens.
Yes, that thing.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
That project will be starring Ed and Weeb together. So, there you go. That's all I will say for now. And it is not just written by me. It is written by me, Varen, and Brown Eyed Bird. So, the three of us wrote a series. So, I have 2 huge series that are going to be coming out. So, that one is pretty much cast. The other one has a much bigger cast, so auditions will definitely be opening up this year. So keep an eye out for that as well. That is a series I've written with Missy Bree called Midnight
Ooh.
Cafe. And it's open to anyone. I mean, Ed and we maybe not because, don't get greedy.
Hey, I just auditioned. You guys either pick me up or don't. So.
What else was I going to say about that? So yes, I have plans. I have no plans to stop doing that because I love doing it. Along with my other content, I like having a varied audience, and I definitely don't like focusing on just one thing. I like to have a bunch of things going at once. But also, what I've been able to do by doing this is that I can now create on my timetable. So I can write something and then, not that I don't still do this sometimes, I don't just send it off to a VA and hope it will get made. I was just like, no, I'm just going to make it myself. And then I have all the control over who gets cast, what it sounds like, when it comes out, and I have offered to share that with some of my writer friends. So that's how that happened. And as with a lot of things with me, everything is Cardlin's fault. Because the very first KC Audio Presents was 2 rooms, and that came about because that was a script that Cardlin had rejected, which is fine. But I was just like, no, I like this too much. I'm just gonna ask 2 of my friends to do this, and I did, and it was a sleeper hit. So apparently, when I just sit down and write whatever the fuck I want, you guys love it. So I'm not gonna stop doing that.
Speaking of whatever the fuck you want, and since Ashen is here, and I know
Huh?
Moonflower's here, when are we gonna get more of Comets and Cuddles?
Comets and Cuddles.
What?
Yeah, Survivors. Remember?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Huh?
I know.
Where did that come from? Oh my god.
I am confusion.
Okay,
What's happening?
You remember on stream, Ash,
With me.
we were talking about a script I had written for Ed that he did that was like a sci-fi themed one, where he got kind of christened Space Dad, and then we kind of were making jokes about that, but then you became like the other Space Dad. And that was the one where I asked you if you could do a Shiro impression, remember?
Oh, right. Now it's coming back to me. Now I'm mentally buffering. Jesus.
It took me a second too. Man, there's so much going on. Oh, I gotta keep these things organized. Anyway, that was a very long-winded answer to that question, but it's something that I'm really passionate and excited about, so there you go. I love this question. Caroline wants to know, when I am older and get my dream job of making movies, can I make this into a movie? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Melinda wants to know, what are you most looking forward to in the next audio? I mean, these guys don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, or was that question only for me?
You don't realize that all the guys that are in this are just constantly sweating right now because we don't know what's going to happen next?
I don't think they do. They don't realize that you guys don't get much of a say. Let's see. Alright, I guess that's just for me then. What am I most looking forward to? I know there's at least one new character. Actually, no, wait. 2 new characters I'm going to be bringing in. So I'm excited about both of those. And, let's see. Just more interaction between the guys and the listener, but the guys with each other especially. I loved writing that scene between Brian and Linus, and they both acted it so well. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that's probably what I'm most looking forward to.
I think we should bring we back as Solid Snake.
So, I heard you
Exactly.
needed help saving the president's daughter. Looks like I'm in the right place.
Oh God.
Sorry, I was gonna bring up the cardboard box again, but I had to cough.
I still can't get out.
Oh no, is he
Give me
stuck
the damn
again?
box cutter.
Metal Gear Mickey. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Yep.
Not the MGM.
Yeah, MGM. See.
An MGM Grand over here.
This one now.
It doesn't help. Also, one of my friends always refers to me as Snake, so every time I have to come into the VC, I'm always just like, "Kept you waiting, huh?"
Oh my god. Oh, I happened to just catch this one in chat. I'm not sure how to say your name. Cecilla or Casilla Vamasi. Kim, if you were the listener, who would you choose to go with you? Jim, Brian, and Jack. Easy choice.
Damn.
It's like she decided that awful fast.
Yes, I did.
Not if you can't tell, I'm sweating even more. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I feel like that was pretty obvious based on the way she wrote
Yeah.
those characters.
yeah, it's. I feel like that was pretty obvious. But I was leaving the door open just in case the audience surprises me by picking, like, maybe making the third somebody that was different, and I'm open to that, but I need at least two of those three to like have it the way that I envision it. Shoot, Melinda, you were just saying, what do I want to happen in part 3? Actually, see, now Ash is actually going to sled. You know, if you get chosen. I want, in addition to just like interactions between the guys, I love it when tough guys are vulnerable. So I want to see them vulnerable. Definitely. And that, like, I mean, I want to see like a whole rainbow of emotions, obviously. But I love it when tough guys are vulnerable, especially with each other. Because down with toxic masculinity, okay? Like, this is a big thing.
Ooh, it's cold right now, but why do I feel so warm? No.
Even though I put on a brave face, people don't know that deep down inside of my shoe, my sock keeps falling down and I can't get it to stay up.
I thought you were gonna go to little did we know that Will always wanted to be a dancer.
Oh,
Who says he wasn't?
and
That's true.
and sorry, my brain just completely turned off. I will go ahead and reveal this here. There is going to be another one-shot before part 3 comes out. I don't know exactly how soon that's going to be, but there will be another one-shot. That's kind of like a flashback. Yeah, it'll make sense. Do we want to say more than that?
No.
No. Okay.
Let me answer.
No.
I kind of feel like, is it Anthony Mackie who played Sam Wilson,
Mhm.
but like has to sit and has to always sit next to Tom Holland to stop him from leaks. Just like no, shut up.
Somebody is asking for a bloopers vid. I only have a few bloopers. Maybe I will do something with them if the cast is okay with that. The funniest one being, I realized that Langley's line when he's saying, don't pick Derek, he's not doing well, and then he says, and your mother's not much better. I realized as I was editing that, how that line is so funny out of context. Like, it sounds really bad. And then Langley had not left any bloopers in. Any mistakes, nothing, just like, he's very professional, everything was perfect, except for that one thing. But then, just randomly, he does like 2 or 3 takes of that line, and then busts out with, and yo mama ain't much better. And I died.
Didn't
Yeah,
that
I like
happen while you were
hostile
streaming
went a
it
little
in
bit
your
too
Discord
far.
too?
What?
Weren't you streaming it in the Discord in your Discord too when that happened?
Yeah, it's-
Oh, was
it's-
I? Yeah, I might have been.
I think you might have mentioned something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got two. I will scroll through, but I think these are going to be the two last questions.
It's like rapid fire. Let's go. Come on.
Kitty wants to know, because this is an easy one, how long have you all been in YouTube making videos?
Oh, right.
I'm at 3 years, I think. Yeah, I'm either at 3 or 4. Now I've forgotten. I'm pretty sure I either started June 2020 or June. Actually, it might have been June 2019. So 3.5 for me. Bye, Moonflower. Have a good night.
I guess if you don't count the hiatus I took at the end of last year, I've technically been doing this for about 2 years as well, I believe, because I started August. Well, actually, no, I can't say that, because my actual first upload was October of 2020. So I guess like a little less than 2 years.
Yeah, I started about the same time. Because that's, like I said, I started much sooner in the community making fan art for various artists. But, like I said, my first audio was October of 2020.
Dang.
And I still have that that poor old creepy neighbor that I spoke for like a minute.
I mean, I guess technically speaking, mine would have been bordered November because I think my first upload was actually Halloween of October 2020. So it's like barely at the very end of it. I'm just like, yeah, this is probably the right time to release this first audio.
There you go. Weeb and Kingsley?
I've been dabbling since 2020. Blah, 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 blah. There's a blooper. 2021.
There you go.
But I don't do them all the time because mom.
I hear you. I see
But
that.
it's fun.
I have 3 jobs. I'm a mom, a Zumba instructor, and a YouTuber. So.
Oh, a Mumba YouTuber. Sorry, a Mumba YouTuber. A Mumba tuber.
What the fuck, Ash?
I like portmanteaus. What do you mean?
Now, and I was going to say, bringing up bloopers, for part 3, if when it happens, I will actually after part 3 release, I will not only will I record it, I will release the Jed track.
Oh God!
I did one for 2, and I still have it here. I kept it, but I did all of Emerson's lines as Jedediah Dorp, and then but I'm going to keep it. It's mine.
Oh my god!
But I will. As part of a blooper, I will do all of Emerson's lines as Jedediah Dorp.
Nice.
And Weeb, when did you start?
My first video I uploaded was in March of 2019, so I would say I've been doing this for... I can't say I've been doing this for 4 years. It's more like I did this for 3 years, but I've been absent for about a year. So I kind of went AWOL on everybody, but let's just say 3. Well, you had a reason, sir.
Nonsense. I could have just been like, oh wait, no, I couldn't have, but I still could have.
No,
you're basically saying 2 steps short of someone attaching electrical probes to your arm or something while you were still.
Oh,
Weekend at Ed's?
You know what? You wouldn't be wrong on that point.
So yeah, I mean the first time that I listened to, I think it was your first audio, Weeb, the soldier one. Like I was just like, oh my god, this guy is amazing. I would love to work with him.
I remember you did a shout out back when you were making those videos where you
Yes.
talked about the different people you liked, and I was like, wow, somebody cares.
And Kim's very good at that. Because I can still easily remember how shocked I was. I had to actually pull over because I was in the truck.
No.
Yes, that truck. And I had sent. Whenever I do, at least back then, I was a little bit more lax about it. Now I'm really tight about making certain that people get to hear my take on a script. And I had done accidental meeting, and I sent them like, "Hey, I did this thing, and if you like it, I'm gonna put it on YouTube." And then like when I tell you the stream of love of, "Oh my god, this is awesome! I want to put this up. Do you need to put this here?" I'm like, I gotta pull over and follow a lot of instructions. Hang on, guys.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Imagine there was like a GPS tracker on that truck from your company, and they just pull over. It's like, Ed, what? Why are you pulling over again? I just need a moment, okay?
I'm having a moment. I'm a little bit verklempt.
And that was... Wait. Hold on. Which one was that you did? Oh, accidental meeting. Right, okay, right.
Yes.
I was thinking Survivors was stuck in my head for some reason.
That's okay.
Oh gosh. Evelyn wants to know if there will be subtitles next time. I will try to make that happen, and I actually would like to go back to 2 and add them. Because I love watching things with subtitles. Sometimes I have a little difficulty with audio processing, honestly. So yes, I do want to get that in place, and I apologize that you had to make do with whatever the YouTube automatically generated ones were. Gosh, there's so many questions that we just don't have time for all of them. Will there be another stream with the rest of the VAs? No, it's not. We don't have contracts here, so they are not obligated to appear. This is simply if they're available and want to. Everybody's got a lot on their schedules, so, and not everybody streams. So
which we reiterate that we are grateful for all that they do, and
yes,
when we're happy that they're here, we're happy that they're doing what they're doing, and if they can't make it, we don't think any less of them.
Yes, absolutely. No. Like, they did what we asked them to do, and they did it brilliantly. And, a few people I had to ask for retakes, and everybody did that, and it was amazing. So, yes, anything beyond that is just icing. So, yeah.
That's why this is so sweet. No.
Sorry, just trying to see if there are any... A lot of people are asking, is Derek going to survive? You have to wait and see.
I don't know, he kind of got wrecked a little bit in the last fight, but we'll see.
What was the inspiration for making the series? That I kind of answered. I wrote it as a birthday present to myself.
Weren't you also inspired by another Carlin audio for this one too? Because it was the In Good Hands one too.
Yes, I was inspired by Carlin's series In Good Hands because it's my favorite of his, and I was just like, what if I took that and I just put it on crack? Instead of one guy rescuing you, it's 8, and instead of being the general's daughter, you're the president's daughter. So yeah, that was definitely inspired by that. Oh my, sorry, I just saw this from Desi. This ain't a question, but I wanted to say, Derek, sleep with one eye open for letting my boy Will die. Love ya.
Oh god.
Wow.
Damn. Just the one?
I was watching the chat while the premiere was going, and I expected some outcry, but not nearly as much as I saw. I was like,
yeah, the chat just suddenly
wow.
It suddenly went very fast with everybody screaming, no! So, yeah.
To be fair, this is just something for all the fans. Creators love to do that, by the way, so just be prepared. If you ever get really attached to a character, just keep that in the back of your head, that means they're also cannon fodder for this type of stuff.
Well, nope, I'm not gonna give that away, but I will just say that I'm generally not super mean, is all I will say. But you never know.
You're no George R.R. Martin.
No,
I was about to say that very thing. I was about to say that very, very thing.
You get a death, and you get a death, and you get to die too.
I was literally about to do like the whole thing. Do you like this character? Oh, do you have feelings for this character? Oh, yeah.
Well, it'd be such a shame if.
See
oh,
that?
look, the mountain.
See that? That is not me. And all things horsey, we get attached. Okay, yes, that is what I want you to do. Like that literally is why I make them. I want you to get attached. So yeah, all right. Let's see. Oh, interesting question. If there was one element of the plot you could change, what would you alter? Sorry guys, a lot of these questions are just for me. My brain just like completely shut off.
As the guy that handled your art, the first thing I would love to change is it wasn't in a hospital, because referencing things in a hospital was a pain in the butt. I loved every minute of it, but it was a pain in the butt.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It was natural progression. I like to be challenged. It's all good.
I don't think that I would change anything. I feel like I made a few goofs. I'm not gonna point them out because then you're gonna go back and like that's all you're gonna think about when you listen to it. But no, I don't think that I would. Just thinking. No, I wouldn't change anything. Like I worked really hard on the script, and then I had to make a lot of cuts to get it down to this length. Like so many cuts. I cut an entire scene that was with more development with Team 2 that I would have liked to have left in, but I just couldn't. I didn't have the room. I couldn't ask these guys to be recording that much, or for us to have to edit that much. So yeah, like I guess that's the only thing I would alter is like some magical universe where this was much easier that I could have left in everything that I wanted to leave in. So yeah.
Chat, you're not getting a director's cut. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
no,
God.
not. It
Like no extended editions. We're not doing.
No, maybe in like written form. Like maybe I'll give you like a summary in a like novelization form. Which brings me to Nakia. I saw your question. I'm constantly writing novels and stories. Would it be all right if I turn this into a novel? No, thank you. I wrote this, so please don't do that. But fan fiction, go nuts! Please tag back to my channel. But fan fiction, fan art, open season. Do whatever you like. Do not expect us to read it. Okay, that's the only rule. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. But I can't give any guarantees. I can't say that I'm going to read it and give you a critique. In fact, I know that some writers and creators stay away from that kind of thing because then they don't want to get inspired by it and then have somebody be like, well, that was my idea first. That's why Weird Al doesn't take parody ideas from anybody except for Madonna. But yeah, no, please don't turn it into an original story because it's my original story. But fan fiction, it's open season. I honestly would consider it a lifetime achievement if I get fan fiction of my stuff on AO3. Like, I would die.
I kind of hope we get a fan wiki.
Oh God!
Oh.
That requires me to create lore. I don't have
No.
lore.
No. It wouldn't require. Well, it would, but I'm just saying. I thought you meant more like I wasn't expecting you to create it. I was.
Oh, right. Okay. Fan
made creator. It's kind of like how they do it with anime and stuff. People create their own wikis of stuff, generally just to track what's going on with the season. But
right.
yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. I just panicked. I'm like, because somebody I saw asked that, like, you know, we need, or said during the premiere, like, we need lore. I'm like, oh God, there isn't lore. Like, I'm a very, which is funny since I just wrote something so fucking long, but I'm actually a very concise writer. I don't come up with like lots and tons of backstory for things. I'm just like, this is what I want to happen. This is the people that I need to happen. This is the way I want it to happen. I don't think about the rest of it. I really don't. So, yeah, so if you ask me for lore, I'm going to blink at you confusedly.
It's like, lore? You think the story's not alluring enough?
Well, not to mention that part of like one of the major elements of Aliens is the horror element of not knowing what's going on. So if we added a bunch of lore, the aliens would be less scary.
That's true. Fear of the unknown.
Well, I was thinking of it from a perspective of the characters, like the characters having more of a backstory and stuff like that. That's what I was thinking of.
I only plead if you give us canonical heights, don't make us too short.
I mean,
I'm very sorry, Ash.
Dang it!
Just so that you know, well, see, I made you about as tall as you would be allowed as a pilot. That was the
That makes
driving
sense.
force. At
Wait,
one point, like
what is the required height limit for a pilot now? Now you got me curious.
I'm suffering from brain fog. I don't remember, but I remember looking it up because when I was initially making everybody's pictures, I remember I was like, okay, I just wanted, I don't know why, but I just wanted to make Brian the tallest out of the group, and then like next Emerson and Will, and then I got down to like short characters, and then I started to look up things like, well, if I make Jim or Linus's character too tall, or as their character too tall, they wouldn't fit in a plane. Because I remember, like when I was little, I wanted to be a pilot, and that was one of the big.
Actually, yeah, I just looked it up. I guess they recently removed it for some reason, but apparently you couldn't be below 5'4" or above 6'5".
Yeah. So I technically made both Linus and Jim slightly shorter than average. So with Linus being technically the shortest character, but nobody's like super short. Like, I'm not going like 5'1".
Yes, because being short is so terrible. Oh no, how will you survive?
I mean, when you're at the height where you have to climb in order to open the oven, I don't know, maybe, but
No, don't go in there. That is not an elevator.
not.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Okay.
How many people do you think are gonna think of us when they get on an elevator next?
No! Why would you say that?
Worse. I like, how many people are going to be watching Aliens while walking into an elevator?
Oh, that's
Even extra points if they don't have headphones and they're just braving it.
Oh god.
I hope not. Okay.
That'd be some really strong atmosphere, though, if they could freak out in the elevator while they're listening to the elevator scene.
Just waiting for that comment where they timestamp it and say, literally in an elevator and the power just went out right now.
Okay. So, Ed, I'm gonna throw one last question at you, and while you're talking about that, I will, I think, set up a game for us to play.
All right.
Yay!
I almost forgot to give you the question. Terrence Potter would like to know, how did you do the alien voices?
Okay, so again, when I first, well, if you I think Terrence Potter has been on my channel before. There is a audio that called Surrounded, and where it was supposed to be based off of like Warhammer 40K. And I was trying to sound like Tyranids all swarming around. And that was the initial inspiration. Then when we were looking for somebody to do the alien, I said I could do it. And that was my... from there, I started messing with with their own language and stuff. And I knew that the noise that I was going to make was coming from just my breath. Like, I would try not to use my actual vocal cords at all, and just kind of breathe in and make it sound like this at everything. And then I actually started trying to speak English and realized that was very hard. But after that, I have to give every bit of credit to Weeb, because he took two voices of mine and made it sound like a real, like, scary creature. So kudos to him on that one. But yeah, that's kind of how that worked.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like when I played what you had sent, I was like, wow, this is really scary. Kim even said something about that, listening to one of the, I think it was the elevator. I used one of the clips, which I think was supposed to be a laugh, but it was so chilling, I had to put it in there. I was like, oh, that's horrible. In you go.
I had made a battery of all sorts of things, which were all translatable phrases. But the one that I'm shocked that didn't get used was that the aliens in general, regardless of the translator, could say the president's name. And I thought for sure it would have been in the trailer somewhere, just hearing God.
I hadn't. Yeah, only Weeb listened to that. I basically just gave him the 2 files and was like, I checked them a little bit just to listen to them, and then I just sent them off to Weeb and was like, here you go. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't remember anything right now. So there you go. That was your question about how the alien voices are made. Hang on, I'm gonna go back for a second. This music is so loud. You guys can't hear it because the stream can hear it, but it is loud.
A healthy choice, Angel. Just keep using the stairs.
I mean, to be fair, Kim, I spooked Weeb earlier because apparently he had me turned up too high.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I joined the chat. He was like, "Hi, Weeb."
So
I'm sorry, I have a very big person now.
You guys all have big personalities. Oh shoot. Sorry. Trying to keep my brain on focus here. Okay. Oh, I was trying to say bye to somebody and stopped typing in the middle of it. Now I forgot who it was, because I'm the worst. Okay. So, last thing that I will say, that nobody asked about this, but since we were talking about ships and ship names, and I was not quite expecting the reaction to Brian and Linus, because I do whatever you want, ship whoever you want. It's all valid, it's all fine. I saw that more as a big brother, little brother moment, and that's how I wrote it. On the other hand, what I didn't see picked up on in the chat, but maybe you will hear it a little bit on a second listen, is I very, very subtly did put something between Jack and Derek. Like, I just left it in there, like, just a little bit, just to be open to interpretation. Actually, it was even, like, it was more just, like, listening to Jack's later lines. I'm like, oh my god, he asks about Derek a lot. I mean, obviously, he cares about him, he's his friend. So, you can interpret their relationship however you want. But I was just surprised that it was, that Brian and Linus came to the forefront, which I guess I shouldn't have been. Oh, and then people were like, Jack and Will, because of Jack's reaction to Will's death, instead of Jack and Derek. But anyway, all ships are valid. None of those will be made canon, so that everybody can do what they want. But anyway. Oh, someone did mention Jack and Derek. Okay. Oh, the listener
I'm just getting that Buzz Lightyear meme now. It's like ships. Ships everywhere.
Yes! The listener will kill the aliens to revenge. I think you mean avenge Will and the others. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so my plan here is that we're going to play some Jackbox. I'm going to turn the music
Yay!
down more. I'm going to start with Cliplash, and maybe we'll just do that. I'm not sure. Oh gosh, I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm sorry. I was just trying to turn the music down on the whole thing because it was really loud. Poor stream can hear that, but you guys can't. Oh, it's already down. Okay, I'm good. Let me get that set up, and then I'll stream it for you guys, and you guys can come in, provided you are all available to play, and then we will have some of our friends in the audience join us. Okay, putting the code in. There we go. All right, stream starting for you guys next.
Nope. I heard the bell.
So, for those of you in chat who would like to come and play with us, you can go on any browser to jackbox.tv, and then you will be able to type in a 4-letter code once I show it on screen. I'm letting these guys get in first. And then there's 5 of us, so there will be 3 slots open. But if you don't make it in as a player, you can still be part of the audience. And the audience actually has a lot of power in this game. It can totally change the vote and the scores around. So do still play along. Oh, sorry, I can only have one link pin or one message pinned at a time. So let me just switch which one is pinned, and I will pin the link to the vote for voting for which 3 guys you want to go with you. Yeah, a lot of votes on that. Okay. Send, link, shorten, copy. Here you go. Oh, I guess I could both. Well, I've closed the link for questions because I don't know that we're going to have time for more. So, I will just pin this one now. Wait. Can I edit that? Hold on. Let me say, let me remember what box I'm typing in. vote here. There you go. And pin. Okay, you guys all in? Yes, everybody's in.
I'm
I
here.
didn't pick. I forgot to pick my icon, and Ash stole my cat.
That's a cat? That's okay. I can go over here.
Oh, thank you. It's very nice of you.
It's the best response ever. That's a cat?
I mean, I could go with this one if you want me to.
I mean, it's up to you, man. You decide.
I'll stick with that one.
Like, technically, you're an adult.
I'm okay with being a hanky, okay?
All right, so jackbox.tv in your browser. Here comes your code, hopefully. There we go. Haha. So come on in if you'd like to play some Quiplash with us. If you haven't played this before, basically we're going to get a bunch of prompts. We try to write silly answers to them, and whoever's the silliest is going to get voted for the most. So come on in and be silly with us. We got Eliza, we got Abby, and we've got Spider. Excellent.
Ah, there's a spider! No, I'm kidding. No, there was a funny story I had. So I was actually getting into an Uber the other day. I sit down in the car, and then, like, I swear, after the door closes and we start moving, a freaking spider starts crawling, like, in between my legs. I'm like, excuse me, where did you come from?
Oh no.
I'm Schmitty, and if I don't
So,
recognize
I had
you
to
from earlier
smash it.
games, it's only because I don't
But
care.
one of my
Oh,
friends
yeah,
made
hey,
the
if
comment,
you're
it's
not
like,
playing,
did
you
you
can
thigh
still
squish
get
them?
in the
I'm just like,
audience and
God
vote. Put in the room
dang it,
code
why'd you have to put
join.
it that way?
Round 1 is on
Ew.
deck. 2 prompts will show up.
Yeah,
on your
I was
device.
glad I was
Answer
wearing my
them
rain pants,
however
but
the
yeah,
mood
I
strikes. You'll go head to head
nothing
against
had made
someone
me,
else's
like,
clever answer, and
freeze up
everybody
for a
else will
split
decide
second,
which
like
one they
seeing
like
freaking
better.
8 legs go up
Points
in
are
between my legs,
awarded
and it's
based
like,
on the
no,
percentage of people who vote for your answer. So make them
So
count.
much nope.
It is the nope train, the whole train of nope.
That is a good idea, Zion. I'm putting that in my... I will put that in my notes if you don't mind, for at least for me to marinate on. Which means really I'm putting it in the cast server. Okay, right. Now I need to actually try and be funny.
Oh god, yeah. That's the problem right now.
Please don't make your answers super explicit, guys. That would be appreciated. I am more relaxed tonight on the swearing and stuff, as you can see.
Well, shucks. I'm sorry, was that too much?
You said, oh! No.
Come on, why are these questions? I don't want to be that guy. You're making me that guy.
You're almost out of time. Don't forget your safety quips.
This is like my second time doing Jackbox, so I'm having my husband help me.
Well,
Cheating? No,
It's quip
that's fine.
time.
Is that phone a friend or ask an audience in that particular case?
Starting
I
off,
took too long. I took
the
way too
most
long.
memorable category you'd ever see
comes
on
another
Jeopardy. Have at 'em.
Somebody trying to play by the rules. I love it.
Gotta respect it.
Respect.
Respect the censor.
Yeah, don't forget to vote, people. Wait, did I forget to vote? I probably did, didn't I? No, I didn't! Haha! Good job, Ash.
And next,
I was like trying to shoot,
what's
what can
the
I do for this?
perfect hide and seek hiding spot?
Apparently
Oh,
an
dear.
Uber.
All right, people, it's voting time.
Well, you know,
I think we know which one wins, potentially.
apology accepted.
You're not sorry and you know it.
Who's forgetting to vote? There we go.
Ed.
And I'm sorry.
Whiplash. Nom.
Next we have... The community college was doomed after it made blank its mascot.
Uh-oh.
Time to pick
Is
the
it
one you
wrong?
like
I'm
best.
disappointed that elevator wasn't one of the options.
It really would have elevated this
The
answer,
last answer,
potentially.
yes.
God dang it, man.
Kim!
Abel.
I feel so betrayed, Kim.
Okay, what's next?
You're
The
joining into this
dumbest
now.
petition would push
I
for
was pretty much
blank.
joining in all along.
And now it's time to vote for your favorite.
You know what? It was a matter of time.
Just these two together just started to make me laugh. Oh man, my face hurts.
Didn't know my face is gonna be doing freaking pull-ups the whole entire time.
Cue the outtakes from Barbie at the end of Toy Story.
You get a quiplash with Madonk, of course.
Let's see how they handle a good sign that Santa doesn't give a crap about his job
Oh,
anymore.
these are always really good fodder for... Oh no!
All right, choose your favorite.
Oh.
Hey, I got some votes. Like I don't feel like I got very stuck. Good job, Kingsley.
Say all the kids get socks. I
Without
get that
further
even
ado-
nowadays. What do you mean?
I
For a
got
wedding to
I
be
got horribly
legal in
stuck.
Florida, blank must be present at the ceremony.
Oh no.
Now it
Father.
gets real. Pick your favorite.
I saw a couple.
Yes.
Remembering to speak English. I saw a couple questions. I think during the premiere of, as a listener, do you have a dad? I actually hadn't decided. Like obviously the listener does have a dad, but I don't know what the story is there yet. I hadn't decided. Oh dang!
Oh wow!
Super quiplash. Wow, nicely done.
As someone
I
who
don't
now lives
think-
in Florida, I
And
can
now-
confirm.
I had to
Something
think
you
hard
like
about that too. I was like,
over
what
here
would
in the
be a
White
good thing for
House.
Florida? Gators!
Yep.
What else is there? Fort Lauderdale or whatever
Okay,
that place
choose
is.
your
where the-
favorite.
What did somebody else get cut off? Arr. Arr.
Arg.
The White House of Pirates.
I'm just
Now, see,
picturing
now-
out just like...
now I need to see Joe Biden singing "Do What You Want Because a Pirate Is Free." Ooh, in the Oval Office. Like I need it.
I'm picturing just like, imagine just walking on the White House, like even if you're just practicing here and just hear everyone's
Next.
only just hear, Arr.
The most surprising
Arr.
place to find a missing contact lens.
Like, is there a dog in here?
Decisions. Choose your favorite.
On top of my bookshelf. That would be pretty impressive.
Which was in some. I'm presuming they were going to say in someone's blah 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 blah.
Oh god, you're making me think too hard about that now.
Sorry.
Especially with the D at the very end.
It was supposed to be which was in someone else's house, but then my hand gave out a bit. So
Ah.
That was round one. Reminder that those all go on your permanent record. Let's see the scores.
Oh crud. Permanent record.
you're gonna have to make room, buddy. That's a long laundry list of trouble I caused.
Okay, round 2 is knocking on the door. Prompts are a little more challenging, so the points are doubled.
Round 2,
Oh,
go
dear.
away. I'm on stream.
Round 2, you're late. The pizza's free.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Excuse me.
Why is it this kind of question? Ah!
I can't spell.
Time's almost up. Use a safety quip if you're stuck.
Come on, Abby, you got this.
Abby, make the meme. Make the... Oh.
Let's do this.
Be the meme. Make the meme.
Let's start with... Blank clubs are the new book clubs.
Oh dear.
Punch in your vote.
Well,
Either way, they're definitely large objects that you can be bludgeoned with.
I mean, is a relationship ship a physical object?
if you think hard enough, maybe. No.
If you're if you are a large group of people and you're that determined that two people should be together, yeah,
It's like I'll put it this
they're
way.
manifesting.
As one person once said, any pizza is personal size if you believe and try hard enough. So in that case,
All right, check this out. The title of this player's great American novel. Okay, everybody, pick your favorite
Ah,
quip.
these are both great. I love this.
I would have picked. I don't have time for all of this.
It actually is the Dragon's Mirror.
oh,
There you go.
Well, see, that sounds cool and not funny.
damn! Audience flipping around.
Oh, dang.
We knew that
Let's
was
see
coming.
the next one. Uh-oh, what's scary conspiracy uncle talking about this year? Here's the fun part. Pick your
Oh
Wow.
my God.
These feel
What?
very targeted.
I know, right?
I'm sorry. I'm already hearing it like in the Dennis Leary voice. Will's not dead. He's frozen. It's like when we thaw him out, you know how pissed off he's gonna be. It's like, well,
Oh.
Another flip by the
Oh!
audience. Bang.
Dang. That was a good one, though, Abby. It really was.
Next on the docket.
If I wasn't against you, I
If
would have voted
Father's
for
Day
it.
dinner were a tradition, what would be the table's centerpiece?
Oh dear. What?
Okay.
All right, vote for
Flowers.
the
One
one
of
you like
these,
best.
one of these is so nice sounding and just sounds like a regular table setting.
I would have said just pants. just left it there. Just pants.
Don't give Levi's more what was it, more traffic.
See, those are jeans. I said pants.
But jeans are pants.
Jeans are a kind of pants.
I was gonna say, are you implying that jeans aren't pants? Now my brain's just like
Excellent work.
I feel like a turkey kind of almost already looks like a football.
Next
Have you
one
seen
up.
Kim? Have you seen
senior
the John
prom
Madden
theme most
turkeys?
often rejected
No.
by
What?
high schools.
Oh yes. okay.
What?
And Belle,
Pirates
pick
Night
your
would be
favorite.
awesome.
Oh
let's see
god, the
what we-
first one.
Yeah, during Thanksgiving, years back, on the football games, John Madden would always have a turkey for like the best players, like for the MVPs of the 2 or 3 games on that night.
And next
And he would have
is
these turkeys that like
one
looked
amendment
like
you would add
Frankenstein
to the U.S.
monstrosities with like
Constitution.
12 legs and like 16 wings, like
Decisions,
biblically accurate
decisions.
turkeys.
Choose your favorite.
Oh my god.
Well, I know where my rights stand.
Wait, did you guys hear that?
Yep.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, we did. Let them know. Golf clap, everyone. Golf clap. Excellent work.
They're-
keep it
Yeah,
going.
they all laughed and they're
The nation was
clapping
finally
their-
united when the president's press secretary announced blank.
Oh my god.
Hey, everybody,
you
pick
too
your
can have a
favorite quip.
military harem. We have succeeded. My donk is no more. I
God.
know which one I'm picking.
I'm just picturing now you gotta hear that's like, we have succeeded. Madonk is no more.
Want to hear that more in a Patton voice.
Oh god.
We gutted those bastards. Gutted those Madonk bastards.
Hey.
Moving right along. The main difference between TV doctors and real doctors.
Oh boy.
What?
Time to pick the one you like
Does it have
best.
anything to do with anything?
That's you know what? No, that's think of soap operas. That has a lot to do with it. You know, like I can at least think
Oh.
of 3 different times that, like,
I'm just picturing Death by Elevators like, what is this Doctor in Final Destination or something?
I mean,
Somebody's final
even-
destination.
even I was gonna say even Friends made fun of elevator deaths in soap operas.
Now
I'll
that
have to
you've
find
laid
it.
waste to round
I know
2,
it's in the server
let's survey
somewhere.
the damage.
I like roughly drew out like the blocking a little bit for the elevator scene because I had to do that to get it in my head, and so somewhere
That needs to be a
Step right
I want that
up
to be a shirt, by the way. That
Whiplash,
schematic, now that
where
this is all over with.
roads lead. I'm going to send each of
Like
you a prompt
just as it
that
is. I'm not
requires
redrawing it. No.
3 separate
I drew
responses.
stick
You'll do
figures. 'cause
great.
That's all that. That's
With
all
just
that
one
I
letter
can
above
do.
their name. I'm looking at that from the hospital by going like, what's happening?
What am I doing right now?
Oh god.
Thank you, Xena. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm like, Pyro, if you haven't listened to the audio yet, this is not a spoiler-free stream, just so you know. Oh my god, I haven't even looked at the numbers for it yet.
I was curious.
Let me see. Oh, it is at 1,392 views with 85 comments. That's really good.
Tick tock, time's almost up.
I mean, it's like I was telling you, Kim, the hype train is real.
Let's see what you've done. 3 odd outfit choices for a horror movie slasher to wear.
What?
What?
Okay, choose your favorite.
Your mother-in-law.
Midnight
I
says,
can
you
al-
know the answers are going to be funny when they say, oh god.
All I can think of is seeing the one on the right with the alpha wolf meme there. Like, show your dominance. Where your mother-in-law?
Three things you should never
Oh
get wet.
God.
What?
Oh,
that is
wow.
Wow.
Here's the fun part. Pick your favorite
Why
clip.
you gotta be like that?
My
Wow.
witty elevator. Why is it witty?
Maybe they may whittle like my widow elevator cable. I don't know.
Oh!
I can see that. I was like, wow, I didn't know that an elevator cable had wit.
It's like, I'm gonna drop you. Hee hee.
This picture now it's like drops you cutely. It's like, what?
Get ready for a surprise.
God.
No more ooh voice.
Oh, I thought the audience was
So close, dang.
Audience, you're all dark.
Top
I know,
three
right?
subjects in sad country songs.
I love
Kind
it.
of people.
All right, people, it's voting time.
Alien stole my truck.
You know what? It could be done. I remember I saw a country video. I feel somebody did this as a parody, but it's like the song is really just about a dude who's parked up by a lake 80 miles from Santa Fe.
That's it.
Yeah, well, you hear it, and it's just like, I'm just parked up by the lake 80 miles from Santa Fe. Yeah, it's like just that. I'm just like, wait, what? And it sounds like a legit country song.
Hey!
Excellent work.
Three things you should never stuff a taco
Oh
with.
god.
Oh no.
Oh, why? Kingsley, I feel like that was you.
Now it gets real. Pick your favorite.
I don't like mustard. All things horsey says, I'm so sorry, Weep. I think they're Abby.
Also, this is interesting because the right one's like a madonk sandwich. You got madonk, then jello, then madonk.
Oh!
nice.
Nothing to do now but see those final scores.
Did I get into Harvard?
Oh, yes!
Oh,
There
at the
you
very
go.
end. Dang.
I got squished!
Oh, and you got squished.
Why did they squish me? That's so mean. Oh, that
Like
was...
an elevator. No.
Aww.
Oh my god. I did not... I should have seen this coming and did not.
Kim's
Lord.
gonna be like, I'm never going on an elevator again. There'll be a line in Aliens 3, the Emerson and the president will be running away from something like, where do we go? Not the elevator, damn it!
Oh, God.
It's like, you weren't even here for that. I heard enough stories.
Word gets around rather quick, apparently.
Oh, that was good. Oh, how are we feeling, guys?
Unfortunately, I need to go
Okay.
because I am
No.
my hand is not cooperating on those last ones, which is why my answer was so short.
No.
So it's been wonderful to see you guys and be part of this, and thank you everybody in the stream. And I will catch you later because now there's less projects. I can make more of my own stuff.
Yay.
We did that in unison.
All right, I will catch all you guys later, and see ya.
Thank
Take
you.
care,
Thank you for
Ed.
everything, Ed.
hmm
All right.
And then there were 4.
I think we'll start winding down a bit then. Get ready to close it up because it's certainly getting late here. Like, am I the only East Coaster left? Wait,
That's
no,
a
I'm
good
not.
question.
Weeb, I'm sorry. What
No,
am I
yeah,
thinking?
I'm also.
But you were like second shift though, right?
It's complicated.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Never mind.
No, I can stay up all day, all night. Sleep, what is that? No one needs it.
That's like probably for like the past month. I've only been getting about like 5 hours of sleep. This is a lot of work, but completely worth it. 100%.
I mean, I definitely will be rewatching this later, so.
Wait, the stream or the audio or both?
Yeah, low column A, low column B, maybe at the same time. Wait, what?
I think I'll look quickly through the questions because there were a bunch we didn't get to. I'm also curious about the poll. Yeah, results haven't really changed. They're still in that. Oh no! What just happened?
Ah! Kingsley, no!
Ah! I'm like, and those in the chat, if you haven't slept, I know there was some person that literally was waiting in the stream chat all day long. Please go to sleep if you need to go to sleep. You can always listen to the end of this back later. But yeah, we're just gonna, I think, take a few more questions and then close it out. Because I am certainly starting to feel it. I'm getting very tired. Okay.
I feel like we have that effect on you, to be fair.
Well, I mean, honestly, like, laughing this much is tiring, too. But despite, like, feeling a bit physically tired, like, it actually takes me a while to wind down after streams. So then I need to, like, calculate that in as well. Did Kingsley say something in chat? No.
Oh, what?
I was trying to see if she said something in the stream chat, but I don't see anything.
I think they were just saying bye-bye, Kingsley. That's the only thing I saw, but I don't know. It's like, Kingsley, don't die. You didn't die in the audio. That I'm aware of.
She did not. I'll just send a message to check on her. Oh, I'm glad we helped you out tonight, Zoe. I'm glad you're here and that our ridiculousness is a good distraction. Okay, right. Questions. Da, 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 da.
Now, which came first, the chicken or the egg? That is a silly question. What's important is cheese.
Okay.
It's late. I don't even know.
Okay, I didn't know if you were quoting something, honestly.
That almost sounds like what came first, the cheese or the milk, but that actually has more sense to it.
Okay. I think I talked about this a little bit, but Luna asks, for Kim, how did you choose who was supposed to die? Yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything that I felt like it wasn't realistic if they all survived. And I wanted it to have emotional impact but not be completely devastating. So that's why I was kind of like leaning towards Derek at first, and then I was like, no, I don't think that's right. I think that's going to be too much. Like, let me pull it back a little bit. Not that Will isn't awesome and we don't love him, but you know, everybody had varying degrees of how long their part was in part 1, and how emotionally invested the audience was. So that's kind of how I made the decision. Sorry, Weeb.
What actually happened was she pulled us onto a VC and said, okay, if you other guys have to tell me the best joke, and whoever loses gets to live. Or whoever loses gets to die. So what happened was that Weeb told the best joke, and then, yeah.
It shouldn't be the worst joke. Oh.
It's reverse psychology, though.
Yeah,
honestly,
exactly.
Though, I know, Kim, I said this to you before, and now that spoilers are out, I can say it to the chat. Honestly, I didn't even expect Will to survive the first episode, so honestly, he lived a lot longer than I thought he would, so...
Okay. All right, well, I'll ask... I'm going to put you two on the spot, because I can.
Oh, that's why Kingsley's phone's dying, that's why.
Oh.
Dang it. Well, if you're still listening, Kingsley, thanks for hanging out with us. It was really fun, and you did a great job. Thank you. And I don't know whether Turner will be in part 3 or not. I hadn't made that decision yet, so it's in the back of my mind. Haven't decided a lot of things. Okay. Oh,
If
no, I
she
got-
does, can we have like an alien encounter and say, Miss Turner, welcome aboard?
God.
Oh man. Okay. I feel like there was something. Oh right, I was putting you guys on the spot. Oh, and I nearly got distracted from it. Aren't you?
I was deflecting. It was working.
Oh man.
Okay. Somebody asked, if you were the listener, which 3 would you pick?
Oh, crud. That's a hard question. I guess if anything, I probably would take Jack, and then probably not Derek because he's injured. I'm trying to be very logical about this. This is not going to work, but
Well, I've only given them 5 to choose from. So Derek isn't an option and Emerson isn't an option. So.
oh, okay.
Yeah, your options only are Brian, Jack, Jim, Alex, and Linus.
Oh, okay. I probably would take Jack. Probably might take Jim and Linus, probably. Because I just remember that Jim is a pilot, so I'm just like, well, maybe if we can jerry-rig the alien ship, we can... I don't know.
You never know. Actually, I'm really glad that made me think about something that I had been envisioning for the first scene that I need to adjust slightly. Because, like, again, like, I'm not always thinking about the character's backstory. I'm like, right, well, I guess I don't know how the positions work, and I wish Ed was here to answer this, because I bet he would know. But I've just met someone who was an EMT, but, you know, she was, like, a helicopter EMT. So that's what Linus is, and I figured that the military must have people like that. But I don't know that Jim is also... I don't picture Jim as an EMT as well. I don't know if he's necessarily the pilot, because he's back there with the listener in part 1. Like, he's right with Linus trying to help. So I hadn't really, like, I guess, settled on his position. So I saw him more as a soldier than a pilot, but it makes sense that if he's in the helicopter, he probably does also know how to fly it, because doing otherwise would be quite silly, wouldn't it?
Now, what happens is the helicopter was actually spinning out of control while that all was happening, and then Jim later remembers, like, oh yeah, I should probably be flying this thing at the same time. So
Hey,
I'll be right back.
Who's flying this thing? Oh, right, me. Or right, what is that line? Oh, right, that's me. Okay.
He turns off the fan because it's too loud. Everyone else on the helicopter.
Oh god, that just reminded me of one I saw where it's like me using a knife to save on ammo. Everyone else at the paintball game.
All right, Weeb, your turn to answer.
So this is actually easy for me because I voted.
Oh,
I know that I don't know if I was not supposed to
No, you
because I'm
can. I
not
don't
technically
care.
audience, but I picked Jack, Brian, and Alex because I feel like Alex is, being, not a doctor but a medic. I feel like that could be useful. Also, I kind of see more of his development. I'm sorry, Ash, I didn't pick Jim, but
That's
I was
no,
just,
I
like,
completely
we gotta have a
get it.
spot for Alex.
No, I completely get it. I am not. I'm not saying no. Please pick me. No, I'm perfectly cool if somebody else gets the role too, because that would be pretty cool to see.
Hey, at least you're still alive.
Hey, tell that to Dave.
For
He only
now.
he had a short line, and then he died from elevator.
well, technically, I mean, he died from aliens, but the elevator didn't help.
The elevator was the icing on that. No, this is a bad analogy.
Oh, sir.
Okay. Ash, I don't know if this is you, Ash, asking, will there only be 3 episodes, and will we get to hear the conversation between the president and the listener because she walked off and we didn't get to hear it? Actually, that was something I almost pointed out to you, is that the president is pretty injured, so she's not the one that walked off. The guys walked off and then came back. But it's fine. There are footsteps. It's fine. But probably not. I guess maybe... I mean, it would just kind of be a repeat, like of what is already presented, and I don't generally do that. So, I guess maybe there could be some comforting lines from the president about how it's not going to change anything and they're going to fix this. So maybe I'll do something with that.
Yeah,
I
I
will-
think that was the other Ash too. That wasn't me.
Collectively, how many days or hours would you say this took? I don't know. More than a year. They're asking for the character backgrounds. What was your character's life like before the invasion, and what do you see it looking like after, if they survived? Let's leave that blank for right now, because there might be stuff coming up that's going to shed some light on some of that.
Everything was fine until people started blowing things up again.
Ding-a-ling. We have Maddie Audios. Thank you for following. Oh, well, thank you for visiting us from Bird's channel. No sound effects. It took me a bit to parse out your name. That's very clever. Thanks for being here. Okay. How did you balance making of the video and regular life stuff with great difficulty? I think we can attest to that as well. I think
You know, it's just the life of when you do something that you love that isn't your main job.
Yeah. Yep. You just gotta you fit it in where you can, and yeah.
Ever seen someone learning juggling? That's kind of like that. No.
It is like that. Some of those we already answered. I answered that. Oh, right, that's the thing about the person threatening Derek.
Sleep with one eye open.
Bello asked, does the mark on the daughter's back have a symbol look to it, or does it look like any bruise would and it's random? Also, where on her back is it located? See previous response about lore? I don't know. I honestly hadn't thought about it. I kind of pictured it as like mostly looking like a bruise, but maybe with more like defined borders, I guess is what I would say. And I guess I sort of pictured it somewhere in the middle lower part of her back. I don't know.
Like a really bad mosquito bite.
Kingsley in the chat just checked back in the stream. Ms. Turner, I accept of the writer if the writer finds it amusing. Okay. Nope, I kind of answered that. I answered that. Okay, now let me go back up for a second, because I did like frantically start scanning at some point. I think that's actually most of the ones that aren't kind of repeats. Yeah, my plan is to have it only be 3 parts. Hopefully I don't have the same thing happen where... No, not a tramp stamp. It's more off to the side than that.
So it's a tramp stamp, but they missed.
Okay. Oh my. Okay, question in the chat. Who did you guys think was the coolest person to work with this collaboration? And thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Well, Kim, you can go first.
Oh, Weeb. I mean, because the thing is, so you guys, just so you know, like, we don't typically all like get together to record, so it's very separate. So I just, send the guys the lines, and they send stuff back. Actually, for part 3, and I don't know how on earth we would make this happen, I really want a table read so that you guys can match your energies to each other.
Ooh.
Because
that'd be cool.
that was tough sometimes, where I was just like, if I had like infinite retakes where there's some things I would like to retake, yes, because you guys couldn't hear how the other guys were doing the lines. So I really, really would love it if, even if it's just like most of us could actually do a table read next time. I think it would help a lot. And actually, it might be possible because part 3 is also going to have that divided effect with the people who are with the aliens and the people who stayed behind. Um, so, yeah, I mean, obviously, everybody knows that I'm a huge fan of Cardlan's, and it was amazing that he offered to step into the role of Jack. I did not ask; he offered. So I was absolutely thrilled about that, and I think that he and Sam obviously did an amazing job. But yeah, there isn't like a ton of interaction necessarily beyond that. So the coolest person to work with is Weeb, because we did some streaming together where we just worked together on editing the audio and moving like sound effects here and there. And as you can tell from this stream, this guy is absolutely hilarious. And we just happen to have some things in common about the things we're passionate about, and like the creation of audio entertainment and stuff like that. So like that was so fun. I wish we'd gotten to do more of those, honestly.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
You're welcome. All right, now you guys have to go.
Ah, crud. No.
I mean, you don't have to look at it the same way that I did, you know, like, you can interpret work with in whatever way you want, you know.
That's fair. I mean, this will probably be very, generic sounding, but generally, I don't do a lot of collaborations because I am a person who works from home, so I don't get to get out much. But yeah, being able to just work with everybody again on something like this is always a joy. I mean, I'm gonna try to make it this year where I try to actually be in more collaborations, but just getting able to be on the stream, hang out with people, and just work on something together with people again is always nice for me. So
good.
Collaborations are great. You just have someone like slap you in the face with a script and say, "Read this."
I mean, it's better than a wet fish, right?
Better than a wet Will's corpse.
Oh God! You did that to yourself this time.
He's like, yes, now I have this power.
I have to say it would have to be you, Kim, and Ed, and it's probably largely because I was working very closely with you on making this happen. So you guys were fantastic, and it was really nice because, like, I've actually like spoken with you guys before, and we've done this before with collaborating. So it didn't feel like I was talking to like strangers or like just a remote boss somewhere, just like, oh man, what do I do? I don't know how to. No, you're very open with your communication, so that was good. Everything worked out great, I think, because I was working with you guys. So that was pretty fantastic.
Yay! Yeah, I made a little group chat just for the three of us so we weren't like spamming the cast Discord server or anything, and I just called it the editors, but with like a 0 for the O, because I'm a dork. But
I didn't do a 3 for the E.
I didn't. I should have. Why didn't I do that? I could still change it.
Oh God.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, it was great to just have a team this time. And that, for those of you that don't know, that's how Weeb is the one that talked me into doing a sequel. Like, I had an idea, and I was starting to form it in my brain, but I'm like, oh my God, editing the last one was just such a nightmare. And then on stream, he said, if I help you with the editing, will you do it? And I said yes. So, that's how that happened. It's all his fault.
Yep,
possibly the single greatest accomplishment of my life, getting you to do something that everyone wanted you to do.
Yes, everyone, you can blame Weeb for the Risky by Alien sequel.
He talked me into it, and then I killed him.
I can't tell if that's penance or something else. It's like this is karma. You got me to do this extra work, and now you.
Like, okay, fine, I'll do it. You know what? You are so fired, and I mean that very literally. You are fired. Infernously fired.
Yes, but no, one definitely did not lead to the other at all. But it was actually a relief when I had to be out of the country when I was on my cruise, just to know that I had a team that had my back was like a huge relief. Because I was stressed out about that, and about like I wanted to get more done before I left, and I actually did do a little bit of editing while on the ship. Well, the thing was, I was going to do more, and I put all these things on my USB drive so I could do that, and I forgot the drive!
Oh god, that's always the worst. I think I did that one time where I was preparing to work out back at home. So I packed my little Nintendo Switch, the what was it, the Nintendo Esports Adventure or whatever, the little like ring that comes with it, and I didn't bring my Switch.
Oh no! Rip.
It's like, yeah, I'm all prepared.
Kim, you just gave me an idea. Just the way you said, like, I forgot to drive. I'm like, I could go back into the recording of this stream, copy that, run it through a filter, and it's just like the alien's about to implant the listener with their special device. I forgot to drive.
I cannot say this in clearer terms. Please do not do that.
Do it, Weeb. Do it. Do it.
Don't do that.
I mean, I wouldn't make it public. Maybe just for like you, I would give that to you. But no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't disperse that.
No, I know you wouldn't.
It's like, here, April Fool's present. What is it? Oh my god.
This is why I killed you.
All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and close it up. If you have an absolute last-minute question, maybe get those in now. I think like I'm coming down from the adrenaline and starting to crash a little bit, which is fine. This is an appropriate time for that to happen. But I'm so glad we did this, and this is like this and the other one hitting 300k is like surpassed my dreams. So yeah, I'm so happy about all of this and finally getting to share it with the world. Oh, I was gonna get that link to the soundtrack. 1 second, I have that.
Now, chat, I have a mission for you. You heard that Kim said that the last audio got to 300,000 views, right? Let's try and get this one out to 300,000 views, but in less time. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. So, here is the link to the soundtrack if anybody wants to listen to you. Oh, hey, Mossy! I'm not quite sure how to say your name. Acheron or Asheron VA wants to know, important question. Why is Weeb's voice so sexy?
Oh, dear. Oh, my.
Asheron, you know exactly why my voice is so sexy. You've always known.
You have brought the kill chat part of the stream now.
And the collateral damage. Anyway, what was I about to... Somebody else had a question.
Actually, there is a question that I think is demanding an answer. It says, Anaya says, since you said there won't be any canon romances with the listener, do you think non-canon one-shots would be a possibility in the future?
I would not do anything that's not canon on my channel. At some point, maybe, because I did this for someone in trade for some art. I actually wrote them a personalized Aliens fanfic, where they got to be with the character of their choice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, maybe at some point, I will do that again if I feel like that. But yeah, no, anything that I put on my channel, I want to be canon, because I don't want it to be confusing, you know? So yeah, that's my answer for that.
We're talking like a wholesome personalized fanfic, or
or as Gabe Iglesias put it, baby shark, baby shark.
I don't know the connection there, and I don't know that I want to. Anyway,
If you have Netflix, you'll have to watch his latest special.
whose latest special?
Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh, okay. Right, yes, he's very funny.
Ralphie.
Also, why is someone telling me to do an Irish accent? What?
Pyro wants to know, do the aliens know about memes? This I must know. Maybe? I don't know. I hadn't thought about it. And,
How am I supposed to do an Irish accent?
the single alien
It's
mobs
just-
in your area.
No, not this. Not the alien boss in here. God.
And Oni, yes, you have the harem is there, but you need to, it's there for you to think about and imagine. I'm just not setting it in stone, because if I do, I'm always gonna make somebody mad, right? And I'm gonna cut off another ship. So that's why I'm very deliberately not doing that. But yeah, it's open season, whatever ship you want, whichever guy you want, it does not matter.
Is it cutting off a ship or is it sinking a ship?
I guess it would be sinking a ship. That does make more sense.
It wouldn't do that. She's not the East India Trading Company.
Oh, somebody else had another question about. Oh shoot, where was it?
Somewhere.
Any AAA asks, any tips for an aspiring ASM artist / writer? Whenever I am asked this question, I give the exact same advice that Carlin gave to me, which is just do it. So either just think of something that you would like to record and either improv it or find an open script on Reddit. ASMR Script Haven is one place, and then Pillow Talk Audio can be another, though some there are adult themed. So find a script you like, or write one yourself, and just do it. Like, don't wait to get fancy equipment or anything. Like, just take your phone and try it and see if you like it. That's step number one. For writers, unfortunately, my advice is mostly the same, which is that you just have to do it. Definitely reading helps, and I know I keep saying this, and I didn't get to it in 2022. I do want to make a video on how to write ASMR scripts. And I want to have some input on that from Bird, from Varen, from maybe even Lupin, because I've been talking to her a little bit. No guarantees on that. No, don't quote me on that. Yeah, unfortunately I don't feel like I always have great advice on writing aside from that, because you can't edit a blank page. So get something on the page. And take inspiration from anywhere. I think Cardlin had a really good tip, which is if you want to write a romance, watch a bunch of romance movies or read a bunch of romance novels. Same thing for action or sci-fi or whatever you might want to write. I think that's a really good idea. But I mostly hold to Stephen King's idea that your muse is typically very lazy. It might give you ideas here and there, but if you actually want to do the work, you gotta get the muse off the couch and make them work. It doesn't just happen. Don't necessarily just wait for the mood to strike. That's really my only writing advice, because I don't mean to be that person, but for me it just kind of comes to me. It just comes out.
I mean, there is some validity. Actually, I do have one recommendation, is
Yes,
if you have the
please.
time, there is a YouTube channel that I watch called Literature Devil. And he has one, I think it's like 18 or something tips for writing, essentially. And one of them actually is that the muse is a luxury. I think he's actually quoting some other famous writer, but like the muse is a luxury. The thing that all great authors, even good or bad, rely on is their craft, and that's what they have to fall back on, because the muse is only going to carry you so far, and it will never be a reliable resource. So
That, yes, 100%. Thank you for following Nezku-chan. Thank you.
oh, Demon Slayer fan, nice.
I love that I say these things, and you're just like, oh, it's this.
It's a character in it. Yeah, it's an anime show, so a very popular one.
Yes,
I thought.
I have certainly heard of it. I just haven't watched it. Wait, did you have any writing advice? Because you write as well, right?
Sort of. writing is difficult for me because like just actually putting words on paper, that's why for most of my audios it really is just me running with an idea, improvising a lot of it, and just kind of cutting what doesn't stick. That being said, one thing that has helped me, and I guess it kind of depends on what sort of person you are, but like, you know, Kim, you were talking about like, oh, if you want to write romance, read romance novels, watch movies, or the same with science fiction. I would say definitely that. And if you're somebody who really gets a lot of feels from music, that's an invaluable tool. Like if you're just sitting down, you need some inspiration for something, put on music that kind of fits what you're trying to write about, and really think about the way that it makes you feel and kind of run through your story ideas through your head. If you find something that kind of matches, run with that.
Yeah, that's a great
That's helped me
idea.
a lot.
That's a great idea.
Yep. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I could think of, because I guess I haven't mentioned this before, but actually I got a lot of my like quote unquote writing experience from actually being on online roleplay forums back in the day.
Oh, yes. I love
So-
text-based role-playing, actually.
Yeah, so that's where a lot of my original like inspirations for trying to do this stuff came from in some degrees. Not like directly that this led to ASMR roleplays, but that was where a lot of my previous experience came from. But to add to the whole like, you know, reading a romance novel and stuff, there is the other thing, and this usually applies to artists, is it's Herculean to try and draw something from just pure memory. Usually the way that you should do it is you expose yourself by drawing other things from reality, from other artists and stuff, and it builds up essentially your resource bank in your head of things you can draw from to actually create with. So the same idea goes with writing. If you don't have experiences you can draw from, if you don't have stories you can draw from, it's very, very difficult to try and come up with something with basically nothing to really pull from.
Right. We're not saying that you have to stick with the terrible old adage of write what you know, because I don't think that's very helpful.
Right.
Because, you know, that's what imagination is for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
but yeah, going out and finding other media to inspire you is, yeah, A+.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't have to do like one-to-one, like if a rock is a rock, you have to write a rock type of thing. It's more like if the rock looks like something, you could riff on that. Maybe the rock is not a rock. It could be some cuddly creature. Yeah, no, not the... I don't know. I was gonna say.
I don't know where this whole table thing came from, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask.
It came from a stream of Eds that me and Ash were on, right? And
I don't remember if I was in that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if it came from an Ed stream.
I thought you were there.
I can't remember now. I could have been like a ninja or something and just in the chat, but not actually there. Maybe.
I don't know. It was Quiplash again, and I'm sorry that I tend to mix you two up if you're listening to this back later, or if you're in chat now. Avity or Yiddy, I believe. One of those two. And I'm sorry that I keep forgetting who it is. Avity, thank you. Okay.
Someone just put them on blast immediately.
It was the prompt was name 3 things you should eat in order to live longer, and randomly they put table. And we just thought it was hilarious, and it just like started to take on a life of its own. And then like during my 15K stream, we just ran with it. Like we were doing talking points, that one where you have to like make up a speech and like give like a TED talk. And
God, that one.
Table got wrapped into that a lot, so it just took on a life of its own. Welcome back, Luna. We're just gonna be hopefully wrapping up soon. I know I say that and then it takes like another half hour, but that's how these things go.
Hi, back. We're the stream. No.
You want to leave church, but your mama's still talking.
Oh.
Well, fine then. No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say when you said a rock is a table, I was about to say Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones.
I was just gonna look for something really quick. I know my brain is shutting down, but I also don't want this to end.
I can keep going if need be. It's just I'm looking at the time. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's right. Dinner's supposed to be around this time, huh? I'm okay. Don't worry. It's just I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, that is not what I was looking for. Sorry. I'm fine.
What did you find?
Never say that out of context, Kim. You really shouldn't have.
Right. It's just like what do you have tabbed that's like
Boom, dum, wow.
why did you have to do that? Ah!
That is not what I meant to look for. It's fine.
That also out of context.
Oh, they can guess the context. It's fine. I'm far
Well,
too...
now that we've put everybody's heads in that area, you know.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah, it's almost 12 o'clock here. Yeah, I know. It's same for me. I'm in that same time zone, and so is Beep. But you know. Is writing a script similar to writing a song? Well, I've actually never written a song, so I can't really speak to that. I feel like that's kind of a different animal, I would guess.
Ashron suggests you might have opened single alien moms in your area.
Okay.
Single alien mom. So there's a bunch of Sams in the area.
Well, now you got me thinking about surface-to-air missiles, and I don't know how to feel about that.
I mean, they certainly make a strong impact.
How much coffee have you guys had? None. I don't drink coffee.
I had an Irish coffee during the play, so
nice.
some whiskey and some coffee. Yeah, nope, that's totally what's got my brain going in that way now.
It's funny you say I need to write a song. Actually, wait, I have written a song. I'm so silly. It just doesn't have words. So that's kind of where my brain went. But my theme song that plays before all of my videos, I wrote that. And actually, I'm poking you to remind you about this. You said maybe you take a listen to it sometime and see if you could like expand it, make it more orchestral sounding, maybe something. Do you remember?
Poke acknowledged. I actually do remember that.
Okay.
I remember that more clearly than the other thing you asked me if I remembered.
Does it sound like a Halo theme song or something? Just
No. And which is funny because that's Cardlin's fault too. Because when I first discovered him and this whole genre, like all of my creative engines started firing, and I'm like, I haven't tried to write music in a long time. And I just sat down and wrote that, and then when I finished it, I was like, oh boy, that's very Celtic. I'm like, and Cardlin is Filipino. I don't think this is a good fit. And then a little while later, I realized, oh, I think I actually accidentally wrote this for me. And that was the end of that. And then I crashed my way through using GarageBand. I literally don't think I could do it again. And came up with that.
not heard of a Celtipino before.
That just sounds awful.
I'm sure they exist.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. In fact, I found it interesting. I went to college with someone who was the child of a Chinese woman and a Scottish father, but she was raised in Jamaica, so she had a Jamaican accent, but didn't.
That's a pretty interesting mix. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Celtipino or Philipeltic.
I feel like that sounds better. I don't
if
know
you
why.
can't tell, I love smashing words together to see how weird they sound.
Irish.
What?
Irish? What about Irish?
Irish.
Oh God. Irish.
That's better.
Well,
That's the best one.
Irish or oh God, my brain can't even comprehend the second that Iripino?
No, God, stop.
Europino would be if they were like Iroquois and Filipino.
Yeah, it could be so many. It could be multiple things.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're from Lake Erie or something.
Wait, who's sending what in the chat?
I think they're just reacting to me putting stupid words together.
Oh, sorry, that was we reacting to what I put earlier. Right, okay. I so don't want this to end. I really don't. I'm such a dork. And yes, I am partially dying, yes.
We're
Only,
now entering
only
a realm
partially.
beyond the bounds of time.
I'll probably listen back to this part later and be like, what were you doing?
Oh, somebody said something about Halo, and I was like, is that going to be part 3? It's like, Miss Carter, I've been sent here to save you. Call me Master Chief.
Oh, God. Wait, does that mean that the aliens have been the... I forget the alien race in...
The Covenant.
The Covenant the whole time?
I don't know. This is what happens when you fan fiction on microphone.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I do have a Discord. Let me get that link for you right now.
Wait, it better not be that. Okay, never mind. Excuse me, I'm thinking of something else.
Okay. Hold on. Let me close that thing, because I accidentally still left it open. Look. Never mind, I'm not going to try to redeem myself. I'm just going to put the link in the chat.
Well, don't put that link. Put the Discord link.
No, it's not a link! Oh my god!
And that's how Kim Carter got banned on YouTube.
Okay, hold on. Wait, did you both respond to that? Okay. Okay. Why I'm hemming and hawing is because I really want to ask these guys to do a couple lines, and I feel like a complete dork. No, I won't do that, so that's very tempting.
Oh god.
No, I'm not putting that link. And yes, if you are joining my Discord, please remember to go check out the rules and then click on in roles. Make sure you click the green check mark to access the rest of the server. Otherwise, you're going to think it's a very boring place. You'll be like, what? Nothing happens here. So yes. Hang on, I might have something. Like, I was trying to, like, search for this, like, while talking, watching the chat, like, it's fine. Here, you two talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Walla 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 walla.
Let's see. I don't know if she's gone or if she's still listening. Is
now
the time to? Oh,
I'm
okay.
listening.
Dang it!
I don't know, because like last time she left, we told everyone about the. Oh, right, yeah. Can't do that now.
To be fair, I think it was you guys doing it. I went to go make another Irish coffee, and I just heard a bit of it and nearly spat my water when I heard it. So.
My god, are you guys not seeing my signals, or did my camera die again? Keep going.
Sorry, I was looking at chat.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It's like, so about them Chargers. No. What the?
Oh no, you're talking about the sports team or the car? Because when it comes to the car, it's got my stamp of approval.
Fair enough. Wait, Ashton and Weeb, how would you feel about me making a silly little meme about Will? I mean, that's more of a question for Weeb than it is for me. So.
I feel like that's more a question for Kim, because I feel like she's the one who may or may not take issue with it. I would love to see it.
I mean, go for it.
Depends on how public you make it. Yeah, all right. She said, "Go for it. Go for it."
I mean, you know, like, yeah, no. I mean, like, don't do it now and like have me go look at it and try to get me to react live. But other than that, yeah, go ahead.
Just put it somewhere I can find it.
Yeah, he doesn't really have Twitter, so.
What is?
I
your
mean,
favorite
that's fair.
Anime? My favorite anime is Death Note.
That's a classic.
Insufferable ending, but I still love it. People ask me, what do you dislike about the ending? It's like, no spoilers, but let me put it this way. Every adaptation that's been made of it since then has changed the ending. That should tell you something.
Yikes. Wait, speaking of that, then, have you watched all the live actions then?
Not all of them. I saw both of the original live action movies. I started watching the more recent live action show. I haven't seen the Light Up the World movie though.
Okay. I say this as a person who hasn't seen the live action, so that's why. So.
Ah.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Keep going, keep going. I'm almost done.
Oh, thank you, AAA. I love you too. Misa deserved better. Yeah, that's fair.
For a minute, I was like Misa, and I thought you were talking about somebody like in the community. I was like, what? Anyway.
Yeah, Misa. No. Misa. Yeah, Misa. No, Misa. Jar Jar. No.
Oh, okay.
Jar Jar did not deserve better. I mean, his character did in terms of what Lucas was going to do with him, but as he is now, no.
Wait, is that something to do with the whole, like, what was it? He was secretly a Darth, like a Sith as well or something? Or
He was supposed to be, and that actually would have made a lot of sense, but because he was way too goofy in the first movie and everyone hated him, Lucas backed off that idea.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you have to think about what's the trope? The Crouching Tiger, Hidden Badass? Or something like that? Or Crouching Moron, Hidden Badass, where it's like, the person comes off as like some goofy, aloof, like kind of bumbling idiot, but then they're actually secretly like a kung fu master or something.
Yeah. He just leaned way too hard into the
goof.
The goof, yeah.
Yeah, the goof and the bumbling, and oh god.
Also, I can see this one. Singer Girl, I actually have seen Ruby. I have not seen the latest season, and for me personally, it kind of fell off after the original creator passed away, unfortunately. But the newest anime, which is Ice Queendom, I personally enjoy too. So that's my stance on it. But you know, it is what it is.
Caroline Dragon says, "Hey Weeb, can you please say Autobots transform?" I'm assuming you want that in as close to Optimus Prime's voice as I can, so I'm gonna roll with that.
Autobots transform.
I hope that made you happy.
I would try to roll, but I'm currently sitting underneath my kotatsu, so
Okay.
that'd be very unpleasant for the table. And maybe my shins.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
I'm gonna
Singer Girl, I don't know who my favorite Star Wars character is. That's a really good question. No, I do. It's Qui-Gon Jinn.
Really?
Ooh.
Yes, they killed him off way too early. Qui-Gon Jinn was
And also because it's freaking Liam Neeson, so.
Right. I mean,
that definitely helped.
I don't know who you are, but you should know that I have a very particular set of skills that I learned from years in the Jedi Order. I will find you, and I will saber you.
okay. Are you guys ready to indulge me now?
Yes.
Sure.
All right. Weeb, you're gonna be. So I'm setting up a little fight scene between you guys. Obviously, we can't take it any further than that. Just a couple lines.
I'm about to get my butt kicked.
You no. I'm like, in the rest of the story. No. You are gonna play Kevin Ash. So he's the hero. Pretty much all you need to know. Go angry. I know you can do it.
Oh god.
Especially against Weeb. I know you can do it. Weeb, you're gonna play. He doesn't have a name, so he's just labeled drunk.
Oh no.
If you want to give him.
I'm actually loose. He's got alcohol powering him.
And if you want to give him an English accent, you can go for it.
Okay.
Oh shoot! Sorry, typo. Hold on. Try to make something one word that is not one word. Okay. Gonna delete all this later.
Okay. So you want us to just kind of go off this as
guess
is?
so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting you to like improv an entire scene. You can just do the lines given, or if you have a nice way to tie it off, then go for it. But yeah. So
Okay.
basically, so as if this were an ASMR track, you the listener. This is actually like sort of set in like a D&D world. You the listener are sitting at a table with Kevin, who rescued you earlier, and you don't have a very good reputation with this town. They think you're an evil witch, and so yeah, this drunk comes up to confront you, and Kevin is basically not having it.
Does she weigh more than a duck?
Oh man, that was great. Thank you for that.
How about it, Ash? You ready for this?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's see.
So, there's a woman under the witch after all. Doesn't change that you're a witch, though, does it? Think you're moving up in the world? Got some outsider to protect you? Once she knows what you are, you'll be back where you belong. On your knees, begging.
Hey! Get your hands off of her! Or you won't like what's coming next.
Trust me, friend. I'm saving you a lot of trouble right now.
I said, let go!
But I'm not the one who's blind. I can see her for what she is.
Back off! If you know what's good for you!
Oh my god, that was so good! Yes, Ash! Yes, you went there. I knew you could. I knew it.
I need water now!
My boy stepped up. I'm so proud of
He
you.
did!
I know that. Wait.
That was awesome. Oh, this is... Ooh. Sorry. Music's paused for a second. Make this into
I always have to
actual
be-
audio. Maybe.
I always have to be careful when I try to be loud with this mic, because I know when I tried to do that before with the Yeti on like some of my other action-based series lines, it's like every time I did, I'm just like, oh, that's a peak.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another peak. Ah, shoot.
I'm sure Weeb actually might have some tips for that. He's really good at that. But
Well, I've since upgraded my microphone I use for recording to the Studio Project C1, which is a lot more forgiving on that part. But yeah, back in the day with like some of my older stuff, I was just like, I gotta be very careful about this thing because this mic is very sensitive.
yeah, I had the same problem. I actually would, if I had to do a screaming one, I would record with my door open. Like there was no other way to get around it to be as loud as I needed to be.
Oh, scare the hubby while you're at it. Just like, what the?
Oh no. No, I just tell him I'm recording, and honestly, usually he has his headphones on anyway. So, or I'll wait till I have an empty house. Anyway, thank you for that, guys. I really appreciate it. And you both did that amazingly. That voice was incredible. That was awesome.
Oh, thanks.
What can we say except you're welcome?
Okay. So now that I've gotten that out of my system, or rather out of your systems, I guess we'll go ahead and close it up. Anything you guys want to say?
Thank you, everyone, for joining and watching. We really appreciate all your lovely comments and just that you enjoy what we've put out. And Kim, 3 cheers for Kim. And even though he's not here, Ed, I save no cheers for me. They are the real stars of this. Without them, none of this would have been possible.
I'll say 3 cheers for Weeb as well.
Thank you. Yes.
You're not getting out the praise there,
Nope.
bud. And also, thank you very much, everyone, for coming to for coming to this and having to, of course, have us make you hopefully laugh. But yeah, we will hopefully see you guys next time, and we shall table any Madonk stuff until next time.
Oh, you bloody genius, you.
I have my moments.
All right. Before I actually faceplant into my keyboard, thank you so much. everybody for being here. Thank you guys. Thanks to my entire cast. And I want to say thanks to Just a Person, Missy Bree, Brown Eyed Bird, Varen, and Epic, who helped me a lot and supported me while I was going through this whole thing. And I'm so glad that we did, because I'm happy and it's amazing, and I'm glad that you guys are mostly happy, though I know some of you are annoyed with me. But thank you for being here. Thank you for loving these characters. I'm so happy to share them with you and bring them to life. It's literally a dream come true. So, have a good rest of your time zone. Stay healthy, stay safe, and we will see you next time. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, I nearly did that thing again where I was gonna disconnect the